ultimately butler. Join us for this sordid tale of ambition, treason, and what happens when evil tycoons have too much time on their hands. Listen to Let's Start the Coup on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite shows.
U.S. Bank is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we've prepared a thank you speech. To Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and save smart. Goal tracking and budgeting tools would have no place to shine if it weren't for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. And thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day.
Bravo, USA! Bravo!
For J.D. Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC.
This is Jacob Emron. If you've been involved in a motorcycle accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
More stimulating talk.
All right, let's go to Channel 7 right now. Live press conference in the National Weather Service in tornado touchdown in LA, and now they're talking about it here on live press conference.
It's very unlikely. Other questions? Why did it happen? Tornado happened because of the ingredients that came together in the spot where we actually saw this tornado. They came together just right in order or wrong in order to create that tornado. And this happens across the country, certainly more favorable out in central and eastern parts of the United States. However, in this particular case, we had that overlap of ingredients come together right in the LA basin.
Why didn't we get a warning that there's going to be a tornado?
So typically, with the tornadoes that affect this area, they spin up very rapidly. Unfortunately, sometimes too rapidly to detect or warn for. It's a very different character for the tornadoes that are occurring over the second United States, where there's a much stronger signal and a slower duration in terms of how they come about to form. Tornadoes like this one that affected our area very rapidly. So really just want to reiterate that we work very closely with all of our city, state partners, and federal partners to make sure that we're providing the best service delivery possible to everyone across the area. This was not a tornado-warned storm. Again, this particular tornado spun up very quickly, and there's actually a subset of tornadoes that form too quickly to be detected and warned for. And this happened to be one of those. In fact, a number of the California tornadoes that have occurred form very fast, and so this is one of those particular cases. All right? Thank you. I don't understand the question of how come we didn't hear warnings about the tornado?
Well, that comes from somebody who probably lives in the Midwest, where you
Would they? Because, I mean,
well, Midwest, you get a couple of
you do, but if you're from Midwest and you're familiar with tornadoes, the Midwest is a totally different thing.
Oh,
they
yeah.
do pop up all of a sudden like that. So the fact that it's just a stupid question. You just said it over and over. It came up very fast.
very quickly.
Very quickly.
In an area that doesn't get tornadoes. It's not called Tornado Alley in Montebello.
And what kind of warning would we have expected to have gotten? Being in an area that doesn't do tornadoes. It's not like there's a system in place.
Right. The warning should be done.
Yeah, like
Get inside.
in between the knees.
Yeah, get the middle of the house.
That's one thing I remember living in Kansas for years. We had tornado drills in school.
We used to have tornadoes at my grandmother's outside of Cleveland, Ohio. We used to have warnings all the time. And they would come across the TV.
Yeah.
And so my grandmother and grandfather, they'd open up the windows so the pressure would be the same inside as it was outside.
Right.
I don't know if that's an old wives' tale or what, but man, a lot of crap flew around the house.
Then Wednesday, my mom was down in Miami when, I can't remember which hurricane it was, but it was the early 90s, 90, 91, roughly around then. And she said they were sitting in their house and these winds just were pushing through. And exactly that pressure, the front door and the back door were basically lined up. It was almost like a shotgun style house from that standpoint. You could see the back door from the front door. And it blew both of those doors out and just created that vacuum all the way through the house where the wind just came right through.
Yeah, that's how people get sucked out of the house, too.
Yeah.
You know, I was at after one, it's eerily quiet after a tornado.
Yes.
Everything is gone. The wind has calmed down. There are no birds out. The birds are gone.
And the visual, if you ever see land that has been affected by a tornado, and even them showing this one just now from overhead,
Right.
it's fascinating to see the that the tornado takes with the destruction in those roofs and on the pavement there. You can see the direction it went the entire time.
It's wild. And I remember coming out of the basement with my grandfather, and my grandfather goes to the front yard, and in their front yard they had an old maple tree. It must have been 80 years old, and this tree had to be 75 feet tall. It was mammoth tree, and it had to be 8 or 9 feet in diameter at the base. It probably weighed 40,000 pounds, and that tree was uprooted from their yard, and it was down the street in the middle of an intersection. And my grandfather opens the door, he looks out, he can't see the tree, looks down, it's in the middle of the intersection, and he turns around us, he goes, "Damn kids." I'm like, "Wait, what?" He goes, "Damn kids." I go, "Wait, the kids did that?" The neighborhood kids put that tree out and threw it down the street,
Hilarious.
by a couple hundred yards. But he always blamed the kids for it. The neighborhood kids always got it. Always blamed for everything, man. All right, so we just did a video on the 5th floor. You can enjoy that if you go to social media.
How's that work? You go out on the balcony there?
Yeah. Sun was out, sun's out, guns out, and then this new front is coming through the
It was sunny out there in the video, huh?
Yeah, it was a little bit sunny.
Aaron came in during the break when you guys were up there. She was trying to look out the window from here on the 4th floor. She was like, "There's no sun out." I said, "Yeah, there is."
I can see it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, see the shadow.
But yeah, I understand for someone who lives in the Midwest, that's not the sun's out. But right now, we have a front. We talked about the one in Corona. And I just heard Michael Bryan talk about that as well. So it's legit. It is legit, and it is. Let me see. It's almost 5:15. So it dissipated a little because it's going over some hills. But right now, Glendora is getting a tremendous amount of rain. In Upland, Glendora area. Out where you are, bro. That's not too far from you.
Yes, sir. Right on the way to us.
Yeah. Upland, Glendora, Rancho Cucamonga, Rialto, Fontana, all getting affected right now. And then the San Fernando Valley is up next. And then there's another front that I'm watching. I'm watching like I'm a meteorologist. Oh, I'm watching it off the coast there. But it's off the coast of Malibu. And it's heading towards Malibu. Doesn't look like it's huge, but it's going to be a rain event for everybody out in that area. And it looks like going right towards Oxnard and Fort Hueneme. And then after that, it doesn't look like we're in for much more. I know these things can develop pretty quickly, but then they vanish as quickly as they organize. So it's a wild storm. And I tell you what, though, I'm gonna miss when this is over tomorrow or next week or whatever, and we go back to 75 to tomorrow, 75 Saturday, 75 on Sunday, 75 on Monday. I'm gonna miss the energy that comes along with these storms, because when these storms are here, nobody's talking about it's going to be raining on Democrats or raining on
So
Republicans.
you're gonna miss the rain.
I'm going to miss the rain.
Spoken by someone who lives a mile away from work.
That's right. I know what an a-hole, huh? As a matter of fact, during the rain, it takes me less time because nobody's out in Burbank.
Hey.
2 minutes and 10 seconds. But that was an unusual day. Bakersfield, for people listening up in Bakersfield, a lot of rain right now, and even further north, because this signal does extend. A lot of people podcasting up in Central California, a lot of rain there as well. So rain everywhere, but it looks like it's going away. We're in the top of the 9th inning here, and it looks like this game is going to be over tonight, and then tomorrow we're starting to talk about sun. And starting to talk about flowers blooming, the grass is coming back, trees are coming back, and I think we might be done for a while if we can get through today. We're live on KFI AM 640. More now with Pros and KFI's 24-hour newsroom.
After Dick Van Dyke got some minor injuries in a single vehicle crash in Malibu, the 97-year-old crash iteration possibly in the works. And Japan has won the World Baseball Classic. Shohei Ohtani struck out LA Angels teammate Mike Trout last night to end the game.
on, the rain's going on. You're like, man, oh man, I need some downtime. What better place than Morongo? Rob Schneider's going to be out there May 26th. Get your tickets before that sells out. You'll kick yourself in the tickets if that sells out on you. Ray Dunn gift giveaway. That's a big deal. You're going to get a Slammin' sandwich maker when you're at 500 points on your rewards card on the 27th or the 28th of March. And it's utter and total madness. From 16 to 8, then 4, you can watch every second and every sport wherever you eat, stay, and play at Morongo. Plus, your due done right. You get a free haircut when you purchase any color treatment at Sage Spa this month. It's a big deal. Swipe and win. You can win up to $100 in free play when you're in 500 points on your rewards card. Now through the 30th of March. Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, conveniently located along the I-10, about 9 minutes wherever you are. Morongo, good times.
Rain, any chance of it that's out there still goes away through the night. Mostly cloudy and cool overnight, and clear and warmer tomorrow, a little warmer Friday, and like that for the weekend. This report brought to you by ootd.com from the Southern California Toyota Dealer Traffic Center. Those places to crash in Tustin.
Yeah, whenever you see a big band of rain moves through an area, there's always usually some solo spin outs and extra crashes that we didn't see a few minutes before, and that's the case in Tustin. The 5 south out of the 55 center lane block that crashed there. There were some injuries. It's stop and go back from Main Street. Meanwhile, Michael Bryan is checking out downtown Los Angeles, KFI in the sky.
Trouble for the one-on-one, or good faith is 110. 110 northbound at 6. They're talking about a jumper on the overcrossing. I don't think they've blocked any lanes at this point, but it is heading to a very tough drive from the Coliseum up through Dodger Stadium to the 5. Same kind of stuff on the southbound. Southbound 110, you're loading up from Stadium Way. That's 6 slowly from Godolph the way to about Manchester before Gucci drop. Southbound 101 out of Hollywood on the bridge down from Santa Monica Boulevard into downtown Los Angeles. Michael Bryan, KFI in the sky.
And you've got to crash mid-city LA, the 10 freeway westbound before La Brea. It's in the right lane. You're on the brakes back from the East LA interchange. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Will Coltrane.
If cold candidate calls aren't turning into hot hiring leads, then you need Indeed. Because Indeed's powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, screen, and interview candidates all from one place. Find your next great hire visiting Indeed.com/credit. This report is sponsored by Clark Pest Control. For over 60 years, Clark Pest Control has been California's leader in pest control technology. If you need help getting rid of pests, termites, rodents, mosquitoes, and much more, contact Clark Pest Control for a free estimate today. Call 1-800-WE-NEED-YOU. That's 1-800-WE-NEED-YOU. Or visit ClarkPest.com.
Losing your air conditioner on a hot summer day can be a sweating all night lift, and no one wants that, Zach. Help your air conditioner last longer and reduce breakdowns with a rejuvenation.
We'll make 6 critical adjustments so you'll stay cool, use less energy, and increase the life of your system.
We'll clean the outdoor coils the right way, not the easy way.
Rejuvenation, just $129.
Ghetto Air Conditioning and Plumbing. GOETTL.com. We'll keep you cool, but it's hard to spell. License number 1047781. Imagine air travel that's simple and hassle-free. That's Surf Air. Save hours on every trip. Fly on your own schedule. Avoid crowded terminals. And never stand in another line again. As a Surf Air member, you're in control of your travel day. SurfAir.com. Stress-free, easy air travel. Get a free quote on your next flight at SurfAir.com. There's a better way to fly. SurfAir.com. Our friends at SolarMax Technology are living a business's dream. They're growing
benefits and having a chance for growth with the supportive team at SolarMax.
You will be proud to work for SolarMax. They're local, they're based in Riverside, they offer the highest quality solar panels and do everything under one.
Apply at solarmaxtech.com/careers, solarmaxtech.com/careers.
The bills start coming and they don't stop. Medical bills, dental bills, car repairs, rent. We provide zero interest, no fee loans so that emergencies don't need financial ruin. Support our efforts and learn more at jfla.org. In need of a loan yourself? We're here for you.
Best way to bring God To raise funds to help them care for the hundreds of animals they take in each year. To donate or join our team and walk with us, go to KFIAM640.com/wiggle.
KFIAM640 stimulating talk. AM640. Conway Show. We just heard a press conference about the tornado that came through in Montebello. As a matter of fact, they're talking about, let's flip on channel 7 real quick. I know that Dallas Rains is the best, man, when it comes to weather. So anytime we're on, while Dallas is on, we like to dive in here and see what's going on with Dallas Rains. Tell me about tornadoes.
Miles per hour, really metal tiny cyclone that's swirling around in the atmosphere. That's when you saw that video that was shot. And you could see the debris just swirling around. It wasn't straight line. 57 right now down south of San Francisco. But the good thing about this one, now days, you're going to love it as we head toward the weekend. As the modeling shows, a couple of showers remain tonight. They just kind of pass through the OC. Irvine gets one. Also out of River, which is going to be quite nice. Overnight lows tonight are cold. This is some cooler air coming in behind it. Palmdale drops at 38. It's 46 in Riverside. Tomorrow, though, it's a cool day because we have the clouds in the morning, even a passing shower early. But I think by afternoon we'll be in pretty good shape across SoCal. And that leaves for a gorgeous day on Friday. Another beautiful day for the weekend. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday. Cold at night, but certainly pleasant during the day. Just about anything you want to do out breathing and enjoy your weekend. I finally have it put in the valley. 36 degrees. Wow. Next storm system sunshine.
All right, Dallas Rains with channel 7. On Saturday, the low in the San Fernando Valley, 36 degrees. 36. Here's the good news. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Cold at night, but sunshine. Here's the bad news. Tuesday and Wednesday, next week, come on, rain. Come on. Rain, rain, rain again. Tuesday and Wednesday of next week.
So done with
Wow. Man, you know, this might be a brand new pattern where it just rains all year round in Southern California. You know, we have 7 inches more rain than Seattle. We have 7 more inches than Seattle has this year. Seattle! It rains here every day. We have 7 more inches than they did. That is crazy. We've now become the Seattle of the West Coast with all this crazy rain. All right, it's what everyone talks about. You know, it's kind of a cool thing. You know, like when it rains here, everybody talks about it. Everybody. You go to the store, everyone talks about it. School, everyone talks about it. You get home, everyone's talking about it. It really is cool. Cool deal. All right, North and other news, we have Elbo's call it airport.
So most other airports, almost all other airports, especially in the Southland, they have asphalt. And the way that they land and take off, specifically when they land, they'll asphalt. So they got to go to Hollywood Burbank to land there.
They need more concrete at the other airports.
Apparently, I didn't really do that.
All right, let's talk about something a little lighter here. We have a brand new restaurant, I think 2 of them, added to the Michelin Guide, the top-rated restaurants in the world. We got
Niku X, downtown. Leona's Sushi House in Studio City, cool. City of Industries, Sushi Yen, and Laguna Beach's Solani Steak Tavern. Oh, nailed it. All right. So they were recognized.
all right. I'm not into the sushi ones, but let me have that steakhouse again.
And Laguna Beach's Solani Steak Tavern.
Oh, that sounds great. Solani.
Beach's Solani.
Where is it again? Newport?
And Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach.
And Laguna Beach's Solani Steak Tavern. Oh, nailed it. All right. So they were recognized by Michelin for their value and affordability.
All right. So we have one steakhouse. I think the other 3 are fish dirt.
Isn't value and affordability kind of the same thing?
Yeah, all right, okay, I'll get that. I can do that. All right, I can do that. But let me
What
see.
is that? They are a Japanese restaurant, Niku X. Yep.
Niku X.
Niku X. Yep. Downtown.
Downtown. Then we got Studio City. Shout out.
Leona's
It's
Sushi
a
House.
different value.
Sushi Yen.
All right, a lot of sushi restaurants. But the big one is that steak and tavern.
And Salani Steak Tavern.
I like it, son.
Salani Steak Tavern.
For Michelin to recognize a steakhouse, that's huge. I gotta find out more about this Salani. Find out what's going on out there. Stalio, live remote. Salani, you'll get on that? We get on that? Yeah. I don't know. She forgot she's on radio, so she's nodding her head. And now she's, oh, come on. Put me off like that. That's so rude. That's so rude. Let's get the Salani. Have a steak and a Croatian. Give it 25 news.
An arrest has been made in connection with a gang-related shooting at Royal Palms Beach in San Pedro.
5 people were shot during 2 family gatherings at the beach. LAPD Captain Brett McGuire says the 5th person showed up later at the hospital and turned out to be the alleged shooter.
Through our investigation, we determined that during the altercation, the suspect was struck by one of the rounds from potentially his own handgun.
LA City Councilman Tim McCosker said a father was also one of those shot earlier this month trying to take the gun away.
His son, who also came to his aid, was shot.
So we had good people at the beach. Investigators say tips from the public and recently installed cameras at the beach helped crack the case. In San Pedro, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
This report brought by Jacoby and Myers injury attorneys. A tax preparer in Orange County pleaded guilty to submitting nearly 400 phony income tax returns that inflated his clients' refunds without their knowledge. He then took that extra money for himself. He admitted to preparing hundreds of false federal and state returns for clients for the tax years 2015 through 18. He's scheduled to be sentenced in September. He's looking at up to 6 years in federal prison. News in the Senate last month would also cover the cost of HPV vaccinations for students under 18. State Senator Carolyn Menjivar says the bill can be a preventative measure and impactful. CDC says condom use among sexually active students decreased from 60% in 2011 to 52% in 2021. The Fed has raised its key interest rate by 1/4 point, extending its year-long fight against high inflation. KFI's financial analyst Jason Middleton says even more raises in the interest rate are expected this year.
This kind of also shows that the Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, is giving air cover to Jay Powell on the ground when it comes to interest rates because Janet Yellen is handling the banking sector and there seems to be some stabilizing in that market. If not fully stable, it's definitely marching that way.
Middleton says the 1/4 point raise now reached its highest level in 16 years. And the Blockbuster video website popped back up. It's just a blue background with the Blockbuster logo and the phrase, "We're working on rewinding your movie." Website, now owned by Dish Network, has been dark since the brand declared bankruptcy over a decade ago. The only Blockbuster video store left is in Bend, Oregon. We'll check the freeways next.
Well, you've been thinking about calling Advanced Hair Restoration, right? You heard the commercial consultation today. Find out if the Baltimore receding hairline, thinning hair is in fact optional. Imagine the relief. Just knowing a full head of hair is a real possibility. Advanced Hair's one-day treatment, virtually pain-free, right? And your new hair starts growing back the very next day. It works for me, it works for tons of our listeners, and a lot of them thank me personally for inspiring them. This is the perfect time to pursue your needs. Do yourself a favor, schedule a free consultation right away. If you choose to move forward, which I think you will, you're going to get $250 off and 250 free hair back. It's a big deal. 844-333-HAIR. Making that call, literally the toughest part. Advanced Hair successfully restored my bald spot, and your new hair is also backed by the industry-leading guarantee. 844-333-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
Slight chance of rain out there goes away through the night. Cool temps as well, those above 40 degrees. Mostly clear and warmer tomorrow and Friday, and kind of like that through the weekend. 56 in Costa Mesa, 58 in La Palma. There's potholes in Arcadia.
Yep, a big one is popular problem these days, Will. That's the 210 west down there. Just the focus data need it. They're running the break, and they're going to have to repair a few potholes. So a little unusual stretch for this time of day. Put down that goes up to the Rose Bowl, and now that switch stretch sticks with you all the way up to Foothill Boulevard, Route 66. Not exactly get to the chance just ahead. It should be back on the break from Mountain, most of the way through Fontana. Mike O'Brien, KFI in the sky. No funny torrents either. 405 northbound right before Artesia Boulevard crash. Just got moved over to the right side. It's stop and go back from the 110. Don't forget the Panic Canyon's completely shut down, basically from the top of the hill all the way down to PCH. Both directions closed there because of some mud and debris in the roadway. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Will Colesrider.
The podcast Let's Start a Coup wonders, what if a secret cabal of the nation's most powerful people tried to overthrow the president? Explore how it almost happened to FDR in the 1930s Let's Start a Crew on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. U.S. Bank is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we prepared a thank you speech.
To Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and save smarter. Our goal tracking and budgeting tools would have no place to shine if it weren't for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. And thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day. Bravo, bravo.
For J.D. Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC.
Whether you're just starting your watch collection or expanding it, check out Bob's Watches. We're one of the largest and finest selection of pre-owned, modern, and vintage luxury watches. Rolex, Omega, Cartier, Tudor. Buy, sell, or trade. You can count on their trust, honesty, and transparent pricing. Free a link to get your discount. Guy in his cheap transmission fluid.
Seriously? I feel like it's just checked the brakes.
We all know how easy it can be to go to the wrong place for car repair. I can't believe that check engine light is on again. So don't risk it. Take your car to the experts at AMCO.
Asian Precision Heater Tune-Up. Or visit ServiceChampions.com. PFI AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
More stimulating talk. KFI AM 640. Scott Martel. We had a rainbow in Burbank a couple minutes ago. It disappeared pretty quickly. That sucked. And somebody who works for iHeartMedia came in and said, and here's something you don't often hear in life. Matter of fact, I think that's the first time I've ever heard it. But somebody used the whole F word and followed up with that rainbow. F that rainbow.
Who says that?
It's somebody in iHeartMedia.
Fifth floor? Fourth floor?
In this building. I don't want to narrow it down. But you never hear that. You never hear anybody go, F this rainbow. Or F that rainbow. You never hear that.
Because you shouldn't.
No! Rainbows are great.
Rainbows.
Rainbows are one of the few things where everybody's excited to see it. You know, when you see it, you flip out. You're like, oh! Oh, the rainbow! Oh, not F that rainbow. F the people who set up that rainbow. But when you see a rainbow, people flip out. They love it. They all think it's good luck, which it might be. I don't know. They all think there's a pot of gold.
You with a rainbow.
Oh, and dancing like your mom?
Oh, well, that will, I'll look that.
Yeah, Kelly dances exactly like her 82-year-old mom. How
85.
85 years? Your mom already? Wow.
Like Stevie Nicks in concert now?
I think that'd be a huge compliment, right?
No.
No?
Stevie Nicks doesn't twirl anymore.
Hey, there was a story that came out about Jamie Foxx. And by the way, we're covering LAUSD, the strike there, the wind, the tornado in Montebello, and also the rain that's fairly holding on now, and it's disappearing in the next couple hours. So we should be pretty cool after tonight. But there was a story about Jamie Foxx, and you know who he is, right?
Indian actor, outstanding actor, played Ray Charles.
That's right. And by the way, and his Ray Charles is Ray Charles. That is an exact impression of Ray Charles.
Pretty amazing.
It is unbelievable. If you want to see 100% what Ray Charles looks like and acts like and sings like, that's the movie where Jamie Foxx plays Ray Charles. It's unbelievable. What's that movie called? Ray? Ray. Yeah. But Cameron Diaz is her comeback movie was halted as co-star Jamie Foxx. It was a $40,000 scam. Now, I don't know what happened on the set, because I'm not on set, as they say, but Cameron Diaz's comeback film, Back in Action, is the name of the movie, was reportedly in jeopardy following an incident involving co-star Jamie Foxx. One employee was allegedly fired recently after someone apparently attempted to steal more than $40,000 from, and I guess somebody tried to sell him a Rolex. And he fired 4 people on the set, 2 directors, the executive producer, and a driver. And so there's turmoil on the set of Jamie Foxx's new movie, which only gives it more publicity, I guess. But the reason why I brought it up is because I don't want to say I was scammed when I did licorice pizza, but I had something weird happen to me.
Huh?
Yeah. So
Oscar-nominated movie Licorice Pizza.
That's right. That's right. And I played a casting director in the movie. You may remember. But I remember
Like director, Oscar-nominated director Paul Thomas Anderson.
That's right. Yeah. Beautiful man. So I'm on the set, and I'm on set, as I said, and somebody loosely affiliated with the movie. They may not even have been affiliated with the movie because we're working at a concert hall on Hollywood Boulevard, the Palladium. A lot of people know what the Palladium is. And somebody came up to me. I thought they were, I don't know, a PA, a production assistant, but they may have not been working with the movie at all. And so I'm telling you this because it happened to Jamie Foxx and it happened to me. Jamie Foxx somebody tried to swindle $40,000 out of him. And somebody came up to me on Licorice Pizza on the set and said, hey, you want to buy a $50 California Pizza Kitchen gift card for $45? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I like to say $5 like everybody else. But how do I know that this isn't a scam? You know, that you'll turn around and my card's worth nothing. And he goes, oh, they're definitely worth right there that the money's on that account. And I said, oh, okay. And then somebody else said, where did you get those cards? Were they stolen? Where'd you get them? And he goes, no, I bought them at Costco. And so if you go to Costco, you can buy $100 worth of California Pizza Kitchen food for $80. Deal for $79.99. You can get two $50 CPK gift cards. And
That's at least one pizza.
That's right. That's right. Right. And so the kid was trying to make a couple of bucks by selling for $5 and pocketing the other $5. And I ended up not buying one, but I thought after I read the Jamie Foxx story, I'm like, wow, Jamie Foxx and I have something in common now. We're both like sort of trying to get scammed on the movie set. But that's wild. Jamie Foxx.
Dr. Tim Conway Jr. and Jamie Foxx have in common.
But full disclosure, I've never worked with Jamie Foxx. I don't know him. We've never done a picture together, so I don't know anything really much about him other than I read in the trades.
And you'd like to?
Well, I mean, we'll see what's. I mean, right now I'm very loyal to Paul Thomas Anderson, but if the right project comes up and I got the time, I'll look at it.
That rainbow.
Yeah. I do not audition, though. I am off for all. I do not audition. I am off for all.
The industry terms.
Off for all. Can you imagine saying that? Like, you go to a director's office. They're like, hey, we want you to audition for a movie. Like, that ship has sailed. I really don't audition. I'm pretty much off for only. They're like, okay, I prove for myself here. Get out of here. And by the way, in your back pocket, it looks like you have a half of a CPK gift card. Get out of here. What's wrong with you, idiot? All right, we're covering a lot of news, including Jamie Foxx, that crazy story about Jamie Foxx. I like that guy. Let me play a little bit of Jamie Foxx. One of my favorite scenes of that movie. Let me see if I can pull it up here. When he was, what was the song that he did? Let's see, Ray Charles. But this is one of the great. Well, we got to take a break here. We come back. Oh, it's called The Mess Around. Yes, The Mess Around. I think this is it. Oh, this is one of the greatest scenes ever in a movie. Ever. Let me fast forward. Very good. All right, this is great. This is the manager trying to tell me he wrote a new song for him.
Yeah. But it's Keith Johnson. That's it. Yeah, there we go. 2, 3. You can talk about the barbecue. The band was jumping.
will be in rain.
Curtis, the gentleman doing that first line of that, who apparently wrote it, or at least most of those lyrics, Curtis Armstrong,
Oh, no, right.
more affectionately known as Booger, in the Revenge of the Nerds movies.
That's wild, man. That's great knowledge. That's a great, great scene in that movie, Ray. The mess around. That's a cool scene. We're live on KFI AM 640. More now with Crozier in KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Student's been stabbed by another student at a high school in El Monte. The stabbee was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The stabber has been arrested. South El Monte High was locked down while deputies looked for evidence. At least 2 people have been hurt in a shooting at a high school in Denver. Police say the 2 adults were taken to the hospital this morning. They say they don't think the shooter is still on campus. In fact, they do say they just came across our wires here that they did find a vehicle belonging to the shooter, but still not. 8 dolphins stranded on 2 beaches in New Jersey have died. The Marine Mammal Stranding Center says 2 of the dolphins died on 1 beach yesterday. 6 were euthanized to prevent further suffering. Rain goes to mostly cloudy tonight. Cool temperatures, clear and warmer tomorrow, warmer Friday, and then like that for the weekend. This report brought to you by ExpressThrows.com from the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center. Let's go places. Somebody broke down downtown.
110 freeway, yeah, northbound at 3rd Street. Right lane is blocked by some sort of confound car. It's got traffic jammed from Exposition Boulevard in South LA. Checking out Santa Ana, we have Michael Bryan, KFI in the sky.
Well, we've got some problems coming up at the Orange Crush. The southbound side of the 5, right at the 5722, the crush there. Yeah, it looks like the carpool and the 3 left lanes are blocked. That's very heavy back towards Disney Way. Northbound side of the 5, starting this one pretty much leaving Jamboree on and off up through Disney Way and up to Harbor Boulevard before that loosens up. 91 eastbound through the canyon, very heavy from Anaheim Hills over the Green River. Michael Bryan, KFI in the sky.
KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I rode Volkswagen.
Stop going it alone for recruiting and staffing. Choose a local expert. Hiring is about getting to know people, not algorithms. So let the team at Express Employment Professionals hire for you. Visit expresspros.com to find the office near you.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. If you're like many people, you may think custom blinds is a job for expensive professionals. Well, at Blindster, if you have a tape measure and a screwdriver, you can install our custom blinds and save big. Plus, we guarantee they'll fit. Blindster.com.
This is Nick Alexander from Alexander BMW. Go green with our unmatched selection of all-new, all-electric BMW vehicles. Come down for wholesale district lease and finance offers through BMW FS. Call 800-800-NICK. And remember, Nick kids, they know. If you have friends or family members that live on base or need frequent access to federal facilities, getting a real ID should be on your to-do list. Starting May 7, 2025, you'll need a federally accepted form of identification such as a real ID to access military bases, enter federal buildings, and board domestic flights. And by going online, you can conveniently start the real ID application process anytime and anywhere you like. Don't miss out on visiting your friends and loved ones in uniform. Start your real ID application online today at realid.dmv.ca.gov. Attention Southern California, Semper Solaris is ready to install your solar now and complete your paperwork in time for NEM2. They have teams working around the clock 7 days a week and have processed over 35,000 applications and counting. No one works harder than Semper does with esprit de corps and honor. Go solar American style. Declare your independence with Semper Solaris, your local and veteran-owned solar contractor who gets the job done right. Imagine no money out of pocket, no payments until 2024. Call 877-211-5591. Worried about blackouts? Tesla and Enphase batteries are in stock. Plus, Semper offers new furnace and AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. Don't wait. Get your solar system installed by Semper Solaris before net metering changes and rates go up even more. For all offers, call 877-211-5591 or visit sempersolaris.com. Approved credit expires 4/12/2023. CSL 978-152.
Join us to celebrate the songs and artists you've loved over the past year.
At our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Awards.
Hosted by Lenny Kravitz.
With Innovator Award recipient Taylor Swift.
And performances by iHeart Icon Award recipient Pink, Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, LL Cool J, Keith Urban, Pat Benatar, and Neil Giraldo, Lotto, Money Long, Cody Johnson, and more.
Watch on Fox and listen on iHeartRadio.
Monday night at 8 p.m. USA is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we prepared a thank you speech.
To Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and save smarter. Our goal tracking and budgeting tools would have
2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
See, that's the difference between cats and dogs. Dogs don't sit there and think about, am I going to go to that person? All I have to do is open the door, and they're right there waiting for me. They don't care about how bad my day was. They're there to love me. Look, Ellie, that's the difference between cats and dogs.
Live 7 to 10 p.m. on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. KFI AM 640 Conway Show. This gross storm is finally leaving after tornadoes and rain and snow and floods and down trees and power outages. It's just, it's just come in and kicked our ass. Finally, it's leaving. It's going to bother people in Arizona and Nevada. So it's taken off, which is fine. LUSD still on strike. We're following that, so that's a big deal. And then the Michelin guys, the best restaurants in the world, they just added 4 restaurants in Southern California. One of them is a place called Solani. And I didn't put this together, but Crozier got an email from a listener, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And Solani, spelled Selane, Solani Steak Tavern, is owned by Tebu Solani.
Marilyn Detroit says she's a regular listener to us. She emails me from time to time. Yeah, she provided me. Yeah. My former NHL guy, he was Solani.
Man, he was great. The last game he ever played in the NHL was against the Los Angeles Kings in the 2014 playoffs. I think it was, and maybe 2012. I think it was 2014. Whenever he retired. But the last game he played was against, I believe, against the Los Angeles Kings in the playoffs when the Kings beat the Ducks to move on. I believe to play Chicago after that. And then to play, then they go on to win the Stanley Cup. So, Solani, Selane, I believe. Yes. Selane. Selane, okay. But man, you got to go to this website and look at this steak. Solani steak.
The street view of it, where it is on PCH right there, it's an adorable little cottage-looking place.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it looks beautiful, and the food looks fantastic. I'm all about this place.
Yeah, you got to go to the website. Go to the, I'll wait for you while you do it. Go to Solani Steakhouse, SolaniSteakTavern.com. All right? And when you look at the restaurant, how beautifully it's kept. White tablecloths, white chairs, the wine rack and champagne rack in the back. And then they put the boxes on top of the wine rack to show you, what kind of wine and excellence they serve. And the windows. Man, does that look expensive?
Yeah.
But does that look like a place where you could eat a meal and just, and you never have to eat anything else again in life? You knew you arrived when you eat one of these Easter meals.
It is right there in Laguna.
Yeah. Has anyone ever been there? I know, Angel, you buzzed around. You ever been there?
No, she's not out. She's not out. It's local house.
Will's never going to go there.
Yeah, right?
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the opposite. He's like the desire to go to a place like this. He's like me. He's like Subway man, right?
There's a Jersey Mike's 2 blocks from there.
Okay. But this is this congratulations. It takes a lot to get on the Michelin list of restaurants. Man, oh man. And it's not luck either. It's a lot of really hard work. It's a lot of 18-hour days. And it's a lot of politicking too. Inviting people in, the right people in, and giving them the best deal you can ever, muster up in that kitchen. And it is insane. It looks like a great place here. And the outdoor patio looks cool. All right, I'm now without ever eating at this restaurant. Downer I see on their website now. Order online with DoorDash. Who's getting DoorDash? Who's getting a steak like that? A $200 steak on DoorDash.
And you know what? The people that live in Laguna Niguel, Laguna Beach, and all that, boy, to them, yeah. I need a really nice steak. I want some steak tartare.
Yeah. It says gift cards are available for purchase during restaurant hours. That's cool.
They do those tomahawk chops too.
Yeah.
Candy ones, they do the bone and
Valet parking available. It's 1464 South Coast Highway in Laguna Beach. They open for dinner at sorry for all you seniors that want to eat at 3:30 in the afternoon. You're done. It's nothing for you kids. But here's something that's also alarming: is I don't see any prices.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I was looking at the menu myself.
Yeah.
I didn't see all right.
That's the big uh-oh for my wallet.
If you need to ask,
Yep, that's right. Well, you know what? That's probably true. That's probably true. But I still want to know how much it is. Look, whenever I go to Walmart, like I bought muffin. I was going to get chocolate chip muffins and make some more. My daughter and I were going to make some more for the fourth floor here. And I looked at the price when I picked that box up. It was $2.48. And I looked at the price of that. I looked at the price of everything I buy. So why wouldn't I want to know the price of salami? But Salami Steak Tavern.
hey, there's gotta be prices for them on.
You always come up with crap like that. All right, let's go to DoorDash. Oh, you're right.
Look at that 14-ounce ribeye. How much do you think?
Oh, let's do a whip around. I don't know. I can't see it.
14-ounce ribeye means just less than a pound.
Okay, let's do a whip around. You ready, Pepperoni, Tony? All right, this is your whip around because I can't see the prices, bro.
Cipollini garnish onions,
Okay.
truffle marrow butter, and bordelaise sauce for 14-ounce ribeye. How much?
14-ounce ribeye. All right. I would say $40.
$40. No! Pepperoni!
Say
Karen!
110.
Oh, wow. You went way high.
$110. What comes with a car?
The retail price for a 14-ounce ribeye with a hand-cut smoked trumpet mushroom, cipollini garnish, truffle marrow butter, and bordelaise sauce, $76.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well, it's not even a pound.
Yeah.
Oh, I was ordering mine with a salad. That's why I was.
Yes, that Caesar salad. That'll knock it out, yeah.
Caesar salad is $15. That's a good price. That's not, gouging people.
Yeah. I don't know how big the salad is.
Yeah, but man, oh man, I bet that place is packed every night because that's where the Richies live down there. You know.
I would love to see their DoorDash business.
So that's congratulations. I know we usually don't make a big deal when I talking about a restaurant that none of us have ever been to, but when you make the Michelin list and you're on one of the top restaurants in the world,
And DoorDash? I mean, you're on DoorDash.
right, and you're right here in our backyard, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So they're open at 5 p.m. You can phone them up at 94. Well, it's turning into a live read. 949-715-9881 and make stuff reservation. Billy, we should do a live remote now. Where our clientele is a little higher than the fourth floor crew. How dare that?
But not the first.
Yeah.
We asked.
He's probably got the most sophisticated palate of everybody else.
Yeah, he does.
We should have you go to review restaurants over the weekend. Take your choice and go down there and try it out, and then come back with the review. Right, you come back and you're like, place sucks. Right, and if it was horrible, we probably shouldn't mention that. I respect that with Neil Sabadran. He's not a food critic. He's a food enthusiast. So if he goes to a restaurant and doesn't like it, he isn't buts or balls. It's really difficult to own a restaurant, and why should one more guy pile on? That's I like that. I respect that in this minute. All right, we're live. Power Hour next on KFI AM 640.
Your smart speaker doesn't look very smart.
Hey, play KFI AM 640.
Oh, it is smart.
KFI.
KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the Radio app. SoCal Twister.
I'm Michael Crozier, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. At least 17 buildings have been damaged by a tornado in Montebello. This man says the high winds were intense.
The wind started pushing me like a little bit to the side, and I was like, oh, that's some strong wind,
That's what he said. Debris from torn roofs and fences littered the surrounding streets. Cars had their windshields smashed by flying debris. Montebello Fire Department says one person was hurt. They went to the hospital. The National Weather Service confirmed that the winds were, in fact, tornado. Felony weapons charges have been filed against a person who police say posted a possible threat of violence against Dell Gardens High School on social media. Police say they're notified about the post Sunday and arrested the person for alleged possession of a gun within a Follow says talks are sparking up again with the mayor's assistance. Workers say they're willing to talk if their respected and fair bargains are brought to the table.
911, where's your emergency? Yeah, emergency is here at Central State Hospital.
911 calls about a man who was pinned to the floor by multiple security officers at a state mental health facility in Virginia have been released. In one call released yesterday, the call describes a man as very aggressive and repeatedly asks for an ambulance, saying he wasn't breathing. The black man died while being transferred to the facility from jail earlier this month. 7 sheriff's man was smothered to death. Former President Trump has not been arrested as predicted, but he has asked supporters to sign a petition anyway against an arrest. He sent an email to support his money campaign. The email called on 74 million people to sign and condemn the possible arrest. A 26-year-old congressman in Florida has introduced a bill that would create a federal office of gun violence prevention. Maxwell Frost says the Sandy Hook school shooting inspired him to act for at least 15 years.
The bill would ensure that the federal government has a coordinated response to end gun violence. Gun violence being one of the issues that has the least amount of research and data money going towards it, that claims 100 lives a day.
Frost says his generation has seen more mass shooting drills than fire drills. He says the new office would collect and report data on gun violence, work with public agencies on gun violence, make policy recommendations to lawmakers and the president, educate the public, and report annually to Congress. And the clowns have arrived in Los
That would be a good.
Allison Crawford, the artistic director of Corteo, the latest Cirque du Soleil show to come to town. They've completely transformed the Microsoft Theater.
Very grandiose. It's like a big theater, Italian theater.
I had a chance to go backstage and visit rehearsal. One of the acts includes the teeter board, a sort of seesaw that launches a person into the air as the other lands on the opposite side. There's even massive chandeliers which drop from the rafters.
I'm an aerialist, so my act is the first act of the show. It's called the aerial chandeliers, or we say luce in French. It's 4 women on 3 luce.
That's Julie Dion, a senior cast member. Corteo is 2 hours with a 20-minute intermission and is the 18th show in the Cirque du Soleil portfolio. Steve Gregory, KFI News.
Sounds like weather can get by any rain that's out there. It's going to go away through the night. Lows in the mid-40s. Mostly sunny tomorrow. And a little warmer, 5 to 10 degrees, depending on where you're at. Highs mid-50s and beaches, mid-60s and 5. Burbank, 60. The average price of regular gas in California, $4.83 a gallon.
Don't wait. Maximize your compensation after an accident. Call Jacoby and Myers now. Justice for you since 1972.
Something is something. Santa Clarita.
And then something got cleared off the freeway. The 14 freeway, northbound at Newhall Avenue. The cat crash there has been moved away. Traffic still recovering back from the 5. Right around the corner on the 5. Northbound before Magic Mountain Parkway. Crash there on the right shoulder. Slow vehicles spin out. It's the center divide. It's pretty slow back from Valencia Boulevard. Let's check in one last time with Michael Bryan, KFI in the sky. The Rebel hit Irvine, Will. That's the 405 northbound at University Jeffrey. They're slowing down the west lane there, so a little unusually tight right off the 133. Now off the head, the normal stuff. You can hit the brakes at Harvard Boulevard, and that's 250 all the way up into CLB. Then troubles in the orange truck. The 5 southbound, right at 57, 22 footage. As the car pulls 3 left lanes are blocked at the last report. They're heading from South Harvard Boulevard. North outside of the 5 more typical story. That's going to be heading from Culver on and off up to that Jason Way. Despite all the rain we've been having, it's still on the Matterhorn. Michael Bryan, KFI in the sky. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Will Cole forever. This hour of the Conway Show is being brought to you by Purigan Water. Get a complete whole house water filtration system for $0 down and $49 a month. Go to PuriganWater.com. This week's measuring the sonic and sonic grinding, the principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. You measure, and what you find is that investment is paying for itself in shooting. As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, conversations, trusted influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
U.S. Bank is ranked #1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we prepare to thank you speech. To Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and stay smarter. Our goal tracking and budgeting tools would have no place to shine if it weren't for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. We thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day. For J.D. Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Business owners have been hit with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters, and that's why it's so important to hire someone that has those skills. 1455 Gracie Road, Suite 1050, San Diego, California, 92108. CordellCordell.com. Are you working way too hard for way too little? There's never been a better time to consider a career in IT. You could enjoy a recession-resistant career in a rewarding field with plenty of growth opportunities and awesome, flexible work environment. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You can start your new career in months, not years. The GI Bill. Now is the time. Mycomputercareer.edu.
Injured in an accident? Visit theperformancesupercenters.com.
More stimulating talk.
And iHeartRadio station.
AM 640. What a wild, crazy weather day here in Southern California. Most of us have heard by now that it's tornado. It's Montebello. Then there was that crazy storm that me and Michael Bryan were all over. Storms that reached from Riverside to Oceanside. A big front came through there. And LAUSD on strike. Even those kids behind. It's not cool. Some people are being uncool to the kids. I don't like it. I don't like when people are uncool to the kids. So hopefully they'll get that together very, very soon. All right, other news. This is the season of weddings. You know, between now and August or September, a lot of people get married. A lot of people are looking for venues and churches and restaurants. A cool place to get married. And now guess what's coming back? Destination weddings. Where you get on a plane, you go to Hawaii or Mexico or the Caribbean, Florida. I don't know. Those places get married.
So look at this, destination weddings are making a big comeback. That's new studies from the wedding site, but not
A lot of things for the people to do that are from out of town. There's Disney World. There's Universal Studios. There's a bunch of things to do. I bet there's a wax museum down there you can slide into. Look at that. You're from out of town.
Tulsa, Oklahoma was the cheapest place to tie them up.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Tulsa, Oklahoma wedding.
That was right there.
Couples are more excited than ever to visit destinations that are unique for not only themselves but their loved ones as well.
But it also estimates that 10% of American couples travel outside the U.S. to get married. Locations like Fiji are becoming more and more popular.
Can you imagine that? The balls on that couple that they're going to ask you to fly to Fiji so you can witness them getting married. Get out of here.
Right?
I would never, ever do. I would stop being friends with that couple. I would lose that couple. Close? What do you mean close? Oh, but, no, not right now, but I don't know about a big wedding. Like the belly has to yell the time together. Yeah, I'm getting married. Talk to him so I don't have to. Have you ever proposed to anyone? I have not. Wow. By the way, I'm one for one. I only proposed to one person in my life. That was it. And they said yes. Or she said yes. Not they. She did. Yes. And how many times have you proposed to a young lady? Like 20?
Once.
Wait, one? Wait, so which one was it? The first one? You did?
Yeah.
Oh, so the first time you got married, she proposed?
There was never really a proposal. It was just like, oh, I guess we're at this stage.
Okay. That's romantic.
Completely and totally. It's why we're up so long.
Wake up and it's very funny.
Oh, God. What did you do? Oh, that's right.
You know what's a really uncomfortable thing? Gina Grad used to talk about this all the time. You guys remember Gina Grad, right? Yeah. A real round of applause for Gina Grad. But Gina Grad was always able to do this impression that I thought was fantastic. It's a guy and a girl. They've been dating for 3 or 4 weeks. And they got drunk on a Saturday night. And instead of him going home, he spent his first night in bed with her and slept all night in her bed with her. They wake up at 9:30 the next morning. And he's staring at her. He's totally in love. She's staring at him. She's completely in love. And they're just staring at each other. And they don't know what to say. and the female says to the male, I can't even get through it. My skin crawls when I hear that. Because Tina Grant does it beautifully and a billion times funnier than I could ever do it. But just a guy staring at her and she's staring at him and she goes,
it's like a trope when you watch almost any movie or TV show. At some point, somebody's gonna walk in, a girl and a guy usually, but they'll look at each other. If ever there's a slight silence or pause, it's always followed with.
I do that all the time. Great idea. Because when you're in a bar and it's late at night and everybody's drinking, everybody looks good when you're drunk. Everybody looks fantastic. So it's really dark in most bars, and Doug Stepper had a great idea. There should be, where you put $1 in, and it's called the noon vault. And you go in with the girl you're with, and then the lights come on, and you can see what she looks like at noon. And she can see what he looks like at noon. And a lot of people, I think, would run the other way. Because at midnight in a bar, when it's, especially back when you could smoke in a bar, you remember those times that you could smoke in a bar? Oh, how great was that?
You make money.
Yeah, in bars.
I worked in bars, DJed in bars, late 80s, early 90s, like this 5-6 year period, man. The second that I was working in clubs and nightclubs when they made it illegal and they killed the business.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's what I think it's saying. So they point to that as killing the business.
It did us. It did business that I worked with. That's with long
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that and putting quarters in for 8 days. Yeah. And then it doesn't work. All the quarters come flying out. And I'm not going to do it again.
When I was a little kid, that's the environment and life that I grew up in bars as a little kid. I asked people, hey, go get me a pack of Marlboros, and I'd have to go pull that long pole and the cigarette machine. I was so small and young, I couldn't do it.
When my wife was 6 or 7 years old, she would take a note down to the local 7-Eleven or local mini mart, and she would take the note, and the note would be, hi, it's my wife's mother's name. I can't believe it's Sherry Ann. It's Sherry Ann. This is my daughter, Jennifer. Can you please, I know she's only 6, but can you please tell her cigarettes are not for her, they're for me. And they did it every time.
I didn't need the letter. When my dad was dating, what would end up being, with that mom, he would pull up from the 7-Eleven.
Wow.
He'd tell me to go into the package, the Jimmy Slim's menthol.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
In the pack, in the hard pack. And so I go in there, the Jimmy Slim's menthol in the pack. And they just every time.
And that's great, Chris. That's great, man. That's the way to grow up, though.
I never had an inclination to smoke. Yeah, being around it.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt anybody for a young kid to buy cigarettes for your mother or father. I want to make sure that I'm not saying it doesn't hurt anybody to smoke. Yeah, that's not what I'm trying to put out.
All right, so we're live on KFI. KFI 24 News. The LA County Board of Supervisors is allowing officials to identify kids in juvenile halls every week who are eligible for a safe and early release. The county says that it helps the probation department maintain TikTok. The CEO of TikTok testifying before Congress tomorrow over its privacy and security. And Irvine has agreed to negotiate with the American Cricket Enterprises to find a location in Great Park for a 5,000 to 7,000 seat cricket stadium. And roughly 15 acres of land needed for a privately funded stadium. It would be the first of its car, motorcycle, truck, or even a dog type. Nasty as dogs out there fighting everybody.
Well, you got to call a firm that can help you out, and that firm is Sweet James. They've been helping victims out for 18 years. That's a lot of time. So I'm talking about Sweet James Accident Insurance Support. Sweet James settled $188 million last year alone for injured clients. And the best part, every time they settle a case, they feed people who are hungry. 80,000 meals since they started this. That is insane. Most people don't know what to do. They don't know what insurance they want to get into an accident. Everything is foggy and blurry and very complicated. Call Sweet James. Have him and his attorney take care of all the complicated stuff for you so you can concentrate on getting better. Awarded best attorneys in America. A lot of people in America. and they've got fast attorneys. That's huge. 800-500-5200, 800-500 outbound Chapman Avenue crash in the carpool and 3 left lanes. Traffic following all the way out of Ella. Now, if you're trying to get through the Topanga area, you can't right now. Topanga Canyon shut down from the top of the hill all the way down to P2H because of the mud and debris in the roadway. Also, our typical closure in Oregon as a flow. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Will Coltrane. This is Michael Jr. Here's what's trending in the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings. The Dodgers face the Mariners in a late spring training outing. Ryan Tepio takes the hill in his last practice week start of the spring. The Lakers continuing their playoff push against the Suns. They enter the contest a half game behind the Jazz and Timberwolves for the final play-in spot. Mike Twister is visiting his coach as Penn State men's basketball coach to the company. Hey everyone, it's Michael Jr. introducing my new podcast, Dojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episodes of my show, Dojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcast. This report is sponsored by Yamalo Resort and Casino and San Manuel, Colombian singer, songwriter, enjoys Cuban blend of ballad, mambo, merengue, and pop. Buy your tickets today at YamaloTheater.com or the casino box office. Must be 21 to enter.
Bring the bachelors, master, or nurse by U.S. News and World Report for 12 consecutive years. At Vanguard, your story matters. Visit vanguard.edu to learn more.
Hey, there's a better way to fly. You're probably fed up with being stuck in endless lines and packed planes. Try simplifying your travel with Surf Air. As a Surf Air member, you'll save an average of 2 hours on every flight and completely avoid busy airports. You can choose from thousands of aircraft and arrive at smaller airports closer to your home, all while flying on your own schedule. SurfAir.com, the best alternative to commercial air travel. There's a better way to fly. SurfAir.com.
The bills start coming due. Some people need, but just don't have. As a nonprofit, JSLA has been helping people overcome financial challenges since 1904. We provide zero interest, no fee loans, so that emergencies don't mean financial ruin. Support our efforts and learn more at jfla.org. In need of a loan yourself? We're here for you at jfla.org.
iHeart Radio gives you access to all of your favorite radio shows. The Story Show. Check it in. All of the once-in-a-lifetime events. Are you ready? All of the best free curated playlists, favorite music, and everything. All the great podcasts for every interest. Plus, your favorite superstars, the Stay Off the Two Players, and best of all, the Seven Today. Download the absolutely free iHeart Radio app now. Would you jump in and disarm a guy with a hatchet? Do you think guys would be more apt to jump in if they were uncircumcised?
It's not necessary.
Bill handle, Bill. We got a lot of rain still buzzing around. It's not as bad as it was the last couple of weeks, the last couple of days. But there's still some packets out there. We'll keep an eye on that for you. LAUSD still on strike. The kids are getting the short end of this stick. And we also earlier we talked about that near miss or near hit at Burbank Airport. So there's a Southwest airliner had to go around because somebody was jacking around, practicing their start and stop, takeoff, landing with a helicopter. That could have been a huge disaster. And so a lot of those way too many close calls. And God, please help us with this one, man. Because we're not doing a great job on our own. We need you to intervene here and not let any of this happen. Because that could mean 120 people at Burbank Airport into a helicopter. Bad news. All right, local latest on the storm. I'm looking at 6:05, so 2 minutes out. If you live in Glendora, El Monte, you know what I'm talking about. You're getting it right now. You in Glendora, up in the mountains there. And it stretches all the way down to Downey. So Downey, Pico Rivera, I think El Monte's out there. Rosemead, I know, is out in that area. Baldwin Park, Sabina, Monrovia. But Glendora, that's where the rain is right now. I'll move it fast forward just a little bit here. Yes, Glendora, Temple City, that whole area out there. Arcadia, the east side of Arcadia, Baldwin Park, And Crozier, you're lucky that this storm is passing because this goes right over the 210. You're route home.
And it's been hit or miss. I've seen more and more as people are sort of looking back on the totality of all these rains that we've had. It's been literally, for the most part, since the beginning or early part of December, right, that these rains have been going on.
Yeah, and they're not going to stop. They're going on next week as well. Tuesday, Wednesday, next week.
Yeah, and consequently, my drive home, it was supposed to be a little bit better than 2 hours. They weren't out there so much. I'm still hitting the traffic. Heading on the 210 towards Claremont every night.
So it was easier when you worked till 10 o'clock to get home.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. But, I figured 7 o'clock. 10 o'clock is usually right around that line.
That's right. Yeah. But right now, I'm looking at 6:35. So Temecula, Paula, Oceanside, you're getting this big. Menifee, Tennant, Idlewild, all of you out there, you're getting this big storm that came across Laguna, Dana Point, and San Clemente at the beginning of the show. And so that's got to be 8 miles or so. Maybe it's a like 40 miles, not sure. But that's a big deal. That storm that we started at 4 p.m., which is almost 2.5 hours ago, that storm was just coming ashore Laguna Beach into Ladera Ranch, Dana Point, San Clemente. That's where that storm was 2.5 hours ago. Now, Marietta, Temecula, all those areas out there, Paula. So that's where that big, huge front is right now, and Banning as well. So going up to Morongo, in the last 10 to 15 miles of your trip, it's going to be wet. But then we come back to Los Angeles, and Santa Clarita is getting soaked by the storm right now. Right off the 14, up on your way to Palmdale, that's where the action is right now. And it's pretty heavy action. I'm going to go to 6:40 right now. Yeah, at 6:40 p.m., which is almost 18 minutes now. You're going to see that Santa Clarita, the north part, Copper Mountain, Copper Hill, that whole area, the north part of Santa Clarita. You know what I'm talking about? Forest Park, that Agua Dulce, a buddy of mine runs that Agua Dulce winery out there. And he always talks about doing weddings. If they do weddings out there, that'd be pretty cool to be married at a winery. How could that go wrong? So that's pretty cool. But that's where the storm is right now. And that's where people, if you're taking the 14 up to Palmdale or Lancaster, you're going to run into some rain right about as you get out of San Clemente. Like Newhall Avenue, you know what that is, right? It's I believe that's just a little bit south of where my school Costco is. There's a cool Costco up there. I think on Sierra Highway and the 14. I know Sierra Highway and 14 parallel each other. Please spare me the emails. I know the area very well. But it's right past north of Golden Valley off Sierra Highway. There's a great Costco. Great Costco up there. For everyone, all these KFI fans that live in that area, you know what I'm talking about. That Costco. And so you're going to be wet on the 14 for about a 10 to 15 minute ride, maybe 10 to 15 mile ride as you wander home back to Palmdale and Lancaster. So you're going to take, it's going to be wet, but it'll be fun, it'll be beautiful, it'll be nice, and it might be your last rain until Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. But Palmdale looks pretty clean, pretty clear out there. And I know a lot of people listen to KFI, a lot of people live out in that area, they love KFI. That's a huge KFI audience in Lancaster, Palmdale, that Port Hill area. So big shout out to Lake Hughes, Lake Los Angeles, and all of the KFI fans that live out in the Willow Springs and Twin Lakes, but mostly Palmdale, Lancaster, and then that Port Hill. That's a cool area as well. So we're keeping an eye on the storm. It's coming towards you. It's coming towards Palmdale, and it's not going to break up. It's going to stay. It's going to stay together until it gets to Palmdale, and we're looking at around 7:30 to 7:45. Palmdale, Lancaster, 7:30 to 7:45. Almost 1 hour from now, you're going to get this storm, and when it does dump on you, you're going to say, God almighty, that Conway said it was going to be 7:30, and boom, it hit 7:30. That's why.
Yeah, they're never that accurate.
No, it's only me. I'm the only guy that's that accurate. You know, I use about 7 or 8 different websites to figure out where these stores are going.
Triangulated.
That's right. I lay it on the audience.
Get the map, carry the one.
And I know where the KFI audience is, by the way. I know it's Palmdale. I know it's Lancaster, it's Simi Valley on the south end. It's Menifee, Paula, Laguna, South Orange County. I know this audience.
Upland, Chickamauga, everything west in San Bernardino. We're big in San Bernardino.
That's right. And especially the Inland Empire. And your big KFI, big Southeast, and North. But mostly outside of LA. I heard when I started the station that people listen to the station when they get in the car at 5 or 6 p.m. And about 90% of them, while they're driving and listening to KFI, if they look in their rearview mirror, they see downtown LA. People are driving away from downtown. They're looking in the rearview mirror and they can see downtown as they're driving home. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Over in snow to the state yesterday, storm to the Bay Area with powerful gusts and downpours. Humboldt, Sacramento with hail, and triggered a rare tornado warning on the southland coast, including also the obvious tornado earlier today.
Over 100,000 people without power. The winds are calm a bit. You can see the rain is still coming down. Might even have some thunderstorms later on today, and it's very saturated and very battered state.
Agencies off Marciano to see from LA to the Bay Area are dealing with flooded homes, down trees, washed out roads, because winds in some parts of California reached over 70 miles per hour. This report by Semper Select of employee information and photos of 9,000 officers to a group known for its anti-police activism. The Watchers, Union Safety Relief, of the redacted photos included some undercover officers which put them and their families in danger. President of the LA Police Commission has directed the Inspector General to investigate. President Emmanuel Macron says the pension bill he put through without a vote in Parliament needs to be implemented by the end of the year. The bill would raise the retirement age from 62 to 64.
President Emmanuel Macron's government, having narrowly survived a vote of no confidence, is now reportedly consulting with its allies and eyeing new reform and what's being viewed as an attempt to move past the pension issue.
As retired, so some people in Macron's own camp are warning him against conducting business as usual. Because demonstrators have been protesting for 6 straight days against the retirement bill, and another day of striking is planned for tomorrow. Florida Republican Governor Ron DeSantis is moving to forbid classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in all grades. The proposal, known by critics as the Don't Say Gay law, is scheduled for a vote next month for the State Board of Education and put forth by the State Education Department, both of which are led by people of 25 DeSantis. The rule change would ban lessons on sexual orientation and gender identity from 4th through 12th grade, unless required by existing state standards. The deadly disease is killing sea otters in California and may pose an eventual public health threat to other marine animals and humans. Frontiers in Marine Science Studies says a virulent type of toxoplasmosis was found in 4 stranded otters between 2020 and 2022. Study stresses though toxoplasmosis is common in sea otters, this form appears to be especially vicious, killing healthy adult animals. Scientists say this strain has never been found on California's coast before. We'll check the 14 freeway coming up.
So if your home is older and needs a repair, maybe this splash storm is wiped out, and you're thinking about selling, you just want to get out, Sunday's real estate marketplace is unique. It's a great way to sell your home, as is fast and the best possible price. So Sunday connects homeowners, that's you, with thousands of local buyers, that's the buyers, and you can get a lot of cash for that house. You're going to get 22, the average homeowner receives 22 cash offers within days. How great would that be? Open up your email or your mail every day, one after another, huge offers for that home. It helps over 900 families in the greater LA area. That's a huge number. And they have over 30 years of local real estate experience. So the best part, no showing, no repairs, no cleaning, no kidding. Plus, you can pay 0 fees this Sunday. And you propose in as quick as 10 days. Wow, all the signs are pointing right there on Sunday. Sunday.com/offers, SUADAE.com/offers. The phone, the old-fashioned way. 825 offers, 825 offers. Sunday likes to see if there's more information. Visit the website, Sunday.com/offers.
The sharp clears of rain that's still out there will become just mostly cloudy skies tonight. Cool temps, lows about 40, mostly clear and warmer tomorrow and Friday, then about the same for the weekend. 53 for Sunset, 50 in Laguna de Del. It is slow Santa Clarita. That's for sure. The 14 freeway is kind of a wet mess right now. As you heard Tim talking about, getting away from the 5 all the way pretty much on up into the Agua Dulce area. Nothing but brake lights there. And then
To add to that, 14 northbound of Soledad Canyon, looks like we have some sort of mudslide down in number 3 and 4 lanes. So that's 2 right lanes of the 14 freeway northbound of Soledad Canyon. A mudslide action is calling for Caltrans to come on out and clean that mess up. If you are looking at brake lights in the Santa Monica, West LA area, you're not alone. Heading eastbound on the 10 from just before the 405 all the way to downtown LA. The southbound side of the 5 is still extra heavy, getting out of East LA down through the Commerce area, right there at Slauson. We have a hit and run investigation being looked at right now. One more slow spot for you, eastbound side of the 1 track.
Bring into super prices and a super selection at the Norm Reed Superstation. From the Cerritos Auto Square to the Irvine Auto Center. From West Coast Beach, we have all your favorite models in stock. Plus, get total peace of mind when you purchase. Thanks to our exclusive price protection guarantee. Which states that you can find the same vehicle for less within 5 days. Norm Reed will pay you the difference or buy the vehicle back. Shop anywhere else. Don't miss your chance at a number 1 hottest store in the world in the Cerritos Auto Square. Or shop online at normreed.com.
At the Global Holiday Game Sales 2021 Ice-T's Daily Game Podcast, the cultural icon unveils words of wisdom and motivational quotes he's collected over the years. No punches are pulled, as Ice shares his special brand of profound and brutal honesty on topics like romance and more. You can't sit back and say, I'm going to win this game and not go to practice. You still got to play that game. Faith and your mind is just not going to make it.
What I would tell people is that you don't have to be in pain anymore. Meet Dr. Justin Garzone, Medical Director at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in using advanced regenerative medicine to give people lasting relief from chronic joint pain. What's exciting is that I get to see patients with our treatments actually get better. Have you discovered regenerative medicine? It's an all-natural way to use the power of your own body to restore and repair damaged tissue. Where's the area of your body that you're having the pain so that your body can start the regenerative process, the healing process? For pain in your knees, hips, back, shoulders, don't assume the old treatments are the only treatments. Avoid drugs and surgery and get lasting relief. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. Call QC Kinetics 213-997-PAIN. That's 213-997-PAIN. 213-997-PAIN.
If you get hurt in an accident, choose the law firm with an experience to win. Choose Adobe and Myers.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Or stay anytime.
Yes, stand by, AM at the Court Subway Show. Man, oh man, what a winter we're all having together, huh?
Yeah, we're all part of the same one this year. We've all experienced this. It is a winter we'll be all talking about for years, if not decades. I don't suspect we'll have another winter like this for, 10, 15, 20 years. That's possible. Certainly possible. A lot of records broken. And everybody has gotten together, and I think LA is a cooler place when it's raining, because I think we're sort of helping each other out, not on each other's nerves politically, or and also somebody said this to me today. Being kind doesn't cost anything. So that's pretty cool. Kind of a cool way to go through life. Being kind doesn't cost anything. So my daughter told me that being kind to people doesn't cost you anything. And I'm like, well, who do you think I'm not kind to, right? What's going on here? One thing, but we're talking about, obviously, the rain, that's a big story. LAUC is still on strike. And then the March Madness continues starting tomorrow. UCLA will play tomorrow, according to Tim Cates, or one of the sports guys that's always buzzing around here all drunk and high. But one of the stories that doesn't seem to get a lot of attention, and there's a real easy way to solve it, by freeway in the northbound lane, and he's going the wrong way. He's going northbound on the southbound lane. There's a very easy way to prevent that from happening. When you go to the beach, or when you go to Beverly Hills or Sherman Oaks, and you go to a parking structure, and it says, do not enter, your tires will be flattened. And then there's those spikes on the ground. If you drive over those spikes the wrong way, it flattens your tires. Why not put those on every on-ramp and off-ramp. So if you get on the northbound 5 freeway going southbound, your tires, all four, will be punctured immediately, and you probably won't even get on the freeway. You'll know right away you did something wrong. The only downside of that, or two of them, is one, is everyone's going to have to come to a complete stop at the end to go over. You can't go drive over very quickly. And number two, they're going to have to be taken down when the firemen or cops have to get on the wrong way on a freeway to take care of an accident victim. So those are the only two downsides to that. I understand that. But you could eliminate wrong way drivers tomorrow if you just put those. And what are those things called? Does anybody know the name of those things? The tire puncturers? Let's find out what they're called. The tire puncturers. There's probably names for those things. There's a name for everything. All right, Fox 11 News. I wonder if this is a lie. I don't think it is. There was a wrong way crash on the 60 freeway, and I don't believe that's a live shot. But man, these wrong way drivers, it is just a developing story on Fox. 11-year-old killed in a wrong way driver crash on the 60 freeway. Just minding, obeying the law, drive around with their family, and then somebody comes the wrong way and bang, hits you, and it's over. Your life changes immediately. So the tips that I got from CHP and also from LAPD is to never drive in the fast lane at night. Never drive in the fast lane at night, because wrong way drivers think that they're all the way over to the one side. And so never drive in the fast lane at night. That's where 95% of the wrong way driver crashes occur. The fast lane. So maybe you're listening right now, you haven't heard that tip before, and maybe now you have that tip inside you, and that could help save a life. But at night, if you can avoid it, you understand passing somebody, I get that. But if you can avoid driving in the fast lane at night, that is the lane where about 90 to 95% of wrong way accidents occur. The fast lane at night is not your friend. It's just not. All right, the last little hiccup here before we got to get out of here, because Mo Kelly comes in at 7 o'clock. We'll tell you that the storm that we're following all day, you may remember when we came on the air at 4 o'clock, we talked about a storm that went from Newport Beach all the way down to Oceanside, and even further than that, almost into San Diego, almost to Del Mar. And there's that big front. Michael Bryan talked about it too. That was cool of him. And now that's gone on to Hemet, Temecula, Pala, and moved out to the desert. But also, we'd like that we would be hesitant that we'd actually kick ourselves in the butt if we didn't mention how great the listenership is in San Diego as well. We got an email or a text. What do we get, Dario? There's an email or a text. Somebody said, hey, don't forget about the San Diego listeners. There's a lot of us down here. And I know that for sure. My brother lives in San Diego, and he said there are a lot of KFI listeners in San Diego. So if you're listening in San Diego, you're getting that storm right now. That storm is coming across, Linda Vista, Hillcrest, downtown San Diego, Lemon Grove, National City. You guys all know where these big towns are. So essentially, it's El Cajon, San Diego, and you're getting soaked in about 5 to 10 minutes. You're going to get this storm that was coming through Southern California is now on its way to San Diego. So if you're listening in San Diego, you got about another 5 minutes to get that umbrella out before it dumps on you. And it's all the way from Escondido to the border. From Escondido to the Mexican border, it's going to be raining almost everywhere along the coast in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Almost everywhere. And then Paula is going to get the big, huge brunt of this thing. Just a little bit south of Temecula. And then also out in Lake Crest, Hemet out there. Hemet is going to get rain. So for the people who live on the outskirts, I totally get why you moved out there. I understand it's pretty cool out there. So you're going to get rain. Downtown Los Angeles. If you're in downtown LA, you think you're going to get in the car and just drive home? No. That ain't happening. That is not happening. at 7:05 p.m. everywhere in downtown. All of those buildings will have water on it coming from the sky. Every building in downtown LA at 7:05 will be drenched by the cell that's sitting right overhead. All right, gotta take a break. We'll come back and talk with Mo Kelly. Land with Mo Kelly and Sex on KFI AM 644. Now Kroger and KFI 24 News.
The northbound side of the 71 freeway in Pomona had to be closed again for pothole repair. A signaler was issued this morning, shut down on both directions between Hope Avenue and Valley Boulevard. The judge in Wyoming blocked the ban on abortions that took effect earlier this week for at least 2 weeks. The law prohibits abortion at all stages of pregnancy except for rape and incest or to save a woman's life. The law was signed by Wyoming's governor last Friday. And Japan won the World Baseball Classic. Shohei Ohtani struck out the LA Angels teammate Mike Trout last night to end the game and won 3 of the 5 World Baseball Classics that have been played since it was founded in 2006. Take one last of the freeways.
Well, it's been over a couple of years since I started sharing my advanced hair story with you, but some are still facing hair loss, and I can't really figure that out. So don't settle with balding if you desire a full head of hair. Advanced hair makes the solution very easy. Take just one visit, and your own natural hair starts to regrow the very next day. It's all backed by the Advanced Hair Guarantee. You're in great shape there. It's no wonder why tens of thousands of people, including me, have received the FDA treatment from Advanced Hair's top-rated physician. It works for bald spots, receding hairlines, thinning hair, men, women, younger, older, wiser. Probably why it works for me, right, Julio? Full head of hair doesn't only change the way you look. It makes you feel more confident, more proud, and more youthful. Regrowing your hair where you're once balding, average of it. 844-333-HAIR. Don't forget about the before and after photos of the website, advancedhair.com, or phone them, 844-333-HAIR, advancedhair.com.
From the Southern California Toyota Dealer Traffic Center, the Panga's shut down.
Yeah, no fun there trying to get through that canyon. The Canyon completely closed between the top of the hill. Basically, that's Grandview Drive and Pacific Coast Highway. They are trying to clear a mudslide in that area. Same goes for the 14th freeway. We had some problems there on the northbound side. This is going to be right near Soledad Canyon. Reports of a muddy rock debris slide in the roadway there in the 2 right lanes. It looks like they might have cleared it now, but it's just a terrible drive on the northbound side, getting away from the 5. Also, in the city of Irvine, that earlier crash. Cleared 405 northbound at Jeffrey Road. Still a bit tight though, back from the 133. KFI in the sky, get you there faster. I'm Will Pulse Rider. This is Doug Allen. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Staples Stores.
The Dodgers face the Mariners in a late spring training outing. Ryan Sheffield takes the hill in his last practice with the start of the spring. The Lakers continuing their playoff push against the Suns. They enter the contest a half game behind the Jazz and Timberwolves for the final play-in spot. Marcus Shrewsbury is vacating his post as Penn State men's basketball coach. He became coach at Notre Dame. He says the Nittany Lions to their first NCAA tournament since 2011. I'm Frank Aaron. Staples Credit Marketing Services help small businesses set big. Now get $50 off sign banners and posters when you spend $75 or more. Offer is $4.15. Visit staples.com/printed for details. This is your sign to try Staples, where your prints are perfect, guaranteed. This report is sponsored by Mill Reef Superstore.
9 convenient locations. 6 great brands. Bring in the super prices with their super selection at Mill Reef Superstores. Ford, Lincoln, Hyundai, Genesis, Volkswagen, and Honda. They have it all. Test drive today or shop online at yourmotors.com.
The LA Kings push to the playoffs has begun. Guarantee your seats now by placing a deposit on 2344 season ticket membership. With multiple plans to choose from, there's a plan for every fan. Learn more at lakings.com/membership. It is Dylan RV, picoftheday.com. Massive overstock sale. Everything must go. Manufacturers on site to approve your best deal. Get it Dylan RV, picoftheday.com. With a Toro 5 to 22, what's missing in the asset that will hold its value and is fun to own? If you ever wanted a Rolex but never thought you could afford one, then let me suggest Boss watches. Rolex, Omega, Cartier, Tudor, and more. They have them all. You can buy, sell, or trade. They have a huge inventory of luxury watches, free overnight shipping, and a great selection of vintage Rolex watches too. Bob's Watches is trusted online store to buy or sell modern and vintage luxury and pre-owned watches. All watches 100% authentic and independently certified. And now $200 off. Just Google Bob's Watches and Bill Handle and click the link link to get your discount automatically applied. So if you're looking to sell your luxury watch, get a fast, easy quote online from the watch expert. Google Bob's Watches and Bill Handle. That's Bob's Watches and Bill Handle. Watch Tennis Channel as we bring you the star-studded action from one of the year's biggest events. It's the Miami Open. Have all the excitement with our first call for last coverage. Live daily at 8 a.m. Now through April 2nd on Tennis Channel.
I'm Mark Coach, the inventor of Navage nasal care, and I love Navage. I told you about how your nose is the body's air filter. Good Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Karen, quote, my doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. They're nice when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver. Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, free nose, healthy life.
Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. They can switch you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus, get thousands of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. This will be in jail for 6 hours.
Because you were throwing stuff from the skylight.
I was not throwing, I was dropping ketchup and mustard.
You deserve to be
How was that a jailable offense? Why didn't he just kick me out? They had other options.
Did you get your photo taken?
Go, Kelly. Yeah, Mickey smiling and pointing his like, live 7 to 10 p.m. on JFI. And on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app. FIA's the Cornish Convoy Show. The storm is teetering out, and then it's done by tomorrow. Done. LAUSD still on strike. No update. And the National Weather Service, the investigators are still trying to figure out if indeed we had a tornado in Montebello today. All the signs are pointing that we did. So we're still trying to figure that out. I've already figured it out. We did. So we're a little late for the game. So we got to thank Richard here, Richard Roster. Too bad we had this stupid COVID still in effect here. We can't really have any guests now, so that sucks. But Richard and his lovely wife, is it Rahla? R-A-H-L-A? Rahla? And they dropped off these cookies from Bristol Farms. So that really was cool. Thanks for the door-to-door delivery of the owl cookie jar. Long story, but I'll try to tell that tomorrow. That story. It's actually now named Rita. When I open up, there are 2 cookies left. Enjoy with your staff. Richard Roster, R-O-S-S-N-E-R, from Woodland Hills. Thank you, Richard. Appreciate it. That was very nice of you and your lovely wife to do that. And she dazzled the card. That's kind of cool. All right, very good. Really appreciate it. Thank you. All the staff will enjoy that. And you are too kind. Way too kind. But, like a lot of people at the KFI, always very kind people. Whenever we do the charity event for Katarina's Club in November, and people show up, open their wallets, and give to kids that do not have meals or do not have a place to stay. And I'm never shocked, but I'm always so grateful of the amount of people that show up. And it's just so great. This audience is the absolute best. The best. So if you're a KFI fan, I salute you. I think you're the greatest audience of any of these radio stations in town. I would take this KFI at every level. On kindness, being smart, treating people right, being professional, funny for sure. Funny for sure. Wow, there's a great photo right now on Fox LA Channel 11 of the sunset. If you're looking at the sunset right now, what a sunset. After tornado possibility in Montebello, trees down, electricity out. But we're all getting through this together. And Belio, I'm going to miss the energy when all these storms are gone and we keep telling everybody it's going to be 75 to 80 degrees tomorrow.
Energy gone.
Yeah, so we have to figure out how to get that same level of energy.
Let's just do the whole show tomorrow as if it's still raining really hard.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Or it's sunny. We'll go, man, it's really sunny right now. Memphis, you're about to get 83-degree winds.
And we can bring the kids back in here too, like we did yesterday.
Oh, that's
No, I asked if they don't do that.
You know, they can bring those kids back here, and by the way, somebody ratted those kids out to management because management got pissed at the parents that brought them in. Did you see that email that around?
Some of the kids that were in here were kids of management.
That's right.
Yeah, those are the kids that didn't get in trouble. But the kids, look, if your mom or dad was in sales, they got a letter and it went home. If you're missing what happened yesterday, a lot of people who work here have kids that go to LAUSD. And so, hey, let's have them come in the studio for a second. What a mistake that was. Those kids were horrible. They were throwing things, they were swearing, they were, what about, right. I think one of the 11-year-olds, I'm not going to say anything because I don't know for sure, but I think one of the 11-year-olds was 10-year-olds, I think he was drinking.
I thought you were going to say one of the 10 or 11-year-olds was actually 18.
No, I think he was drinking. I could feel like a beer or malt liquor or a malt liquor. Like, remember that malt liquor that's Old English 800? That was the cool beer to get because we got buzzed immediately. Yeah, sure they did. Yeah, and Elephant Beer had one, and Mickey Bigman. Those were all great beers. All right, Mo Kelly is website to see if up. But yeah, cookies in the studio. You're talking about malt liquor. There's actually chocolate on your lips. That's great, buddy. These are from Crystal Farms. You're welcome to any of those if you like. They're from a great listener in Richard.
Big something.
Okay. All right. What's on the big show today?
Well, we got to talk about this special prosecutor in the Alec Baldwin case. It's come out now that the special prosecutor didn't really know what they were doing.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They might have ruined their career.
No.
Well, you know, it happens. And you know how they're having problems on the metro with crime and everything?
There are people sleeping.
Yeah, they have a deterrent now. They're going to put up classical music.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's not going to work, but it's cool.
I've been on the metro probably hundreds of times, and I've never run into any problems. It's always been, people have been very cool.
That's not my story, but
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, I haven't ridden it recently, though. I haven't ridden in the last 2 or 3 years.
neither have I, and that's why I stopped riding the metro.
Yeah. But the metro was a great idea if they could just keep it clean.
If they keep it clean, keep it safe, I would ride it.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. All right, guys. So tonight, I imagine the weather is going to be big.
It's going to be a huge topic.
Especially that tornado.
Look, I live in LA, so I don't have to deal with tornadoes.
Well, now you do.
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned. Later with Mo Kelly is up now. Okay, by AM 6. Your smart device is made for more than just dumb jokes and weather reports. So your smart device by AM 640.
KSI.
The KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
SoCal Twister. I'm Amy King live in the KSI 24-hour newsroom. A tornado has ripped through Montebello.
At least 17 buildings have been damaged by the high winds. Roofs and fences were flung into the sky. This man says a bunch of cars parked at a warehouse was damaged. The windows were broken. Some of them had dents. Even the semis, they got hit really bad too. With the windows were cracked and all that. Other people had their windshield smashed. Public works crews responded to clean up the mess left behind by the wind. Fire officials say one person was injured. They were taken to a hospital in Montebello. Blake Crowley, KFI News.
The LA City Council approved 2 motions in an effort to reduce vehicle homelessness through the city. The first motion instructs city departments to come up with green housing strategies. It also asks staff to identify and secure housing for people living in RVs, create incentives to get people to give up their RVs, and also expand safe parking programs. The second motion would expand a pilot program being done in District 7 to the entire city. The judge has denied a request to kick the Orange County DA's office off an arson case where a 23,000-acre fire destroyed 18 buildings.
The defense argued Clark can't get a fair trial because DA Todd Spitzer called him a monster, advocates for the death penalty, and joked that a guy named Forrest intentionally destroyed a forest. The judge Patrick Donahue ruled Spitzer's comments were made when he was an OC supervisor at the time of the fire in Yuko and Holy Gem Canyons in 2018 and did not threaten the fairness of the trial. Donahue said that Spitzer never appeared in court and never made comments after he was elected. The state DOJ would have taken over the trial, but also opposed the refusal of the OCDA's office. In Orange County, Corbin Carceti, KFI News.
The grand jury in New York that's investigating hush money paid to foreign actor Stormy Daniels in 2016 on behalf of former President Trump did not meet its plans today. The grand jury was told to stay home. Now they've been told to be on standby for tomorrow. Criminal charges against Trump have been anticipated since Saturday when the former president said on social media he was going to be arrested. Norfolk Southern CEO Alan Shaw has returned to the Senate to face questions about the railroad's safety record. Hearing comes after the train derailment that led to the release of toxic chemicals in East Palestine, Ohio.
It comes after several serious incidents, including on March 7th in Cleveland, Ohio, where investigators say a Norfolk Southern train collided with a dump truck, killing the train conductor.
ABC's Ann Wynn says the National Transportation Safety Board chairwoman has also testified, saying that rail remains one of the safest means of transportation, especially for transporting hazardous materials. Shaw first testified before the Senate 2 weeks ago on the same day another one of Norfolk Southern's trains derailed in Alabama. A high school football coach in Washington who was fired for taking a knee and praying after games has been reinstated. Coach Joseph Kennedy is also getting a $1.7 million settlement from the Bremerton School District. He will start coaching again this fall. The Supreme Court ruled in June that prayer groups are protected under the First Amendment. He used to star in his own sitcom, but now a legendary actor has the lead role in an accident.
When Jimmy East Michigan
Nick Van Dyke has been injured in a car crash. According to TMZ, the 97-year-old lost control of his car last Wednesday during wet weather conditions in Malibu and crashed into a gate. The scene, Van Dyke was behind the wheel of his Lexus LS 500 and is said to have come away with a bloody nose and possible concussion. Van Dyke was treated by paramedics and picked up by a friend who drove him home. Jennifer Jones with KFI News. Southland weather from KFI, a 50% chance of showers tonight, lows in 30s to upper 40s. Mostly cloudy tomorrow morning with a slight chance of showers, becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon. Highs in the low 60s at the beaches, Metro LA and Indigo Sea, at around 60 for the valley, mid 50s in the IE, 40s and 50s in the Antelope Valley. Sunday, Friday with highs in the 50s to mid 60s, and we've got another chance of rain rolling in Tuesday and Wednesday. It's 55 in Los Alamitos, 47 Santa Clarita, 55 in Seal Beach, 57 in Gardena. KFI Financial Update, sponsored by Jacoby and Myers Injury Attorney. The Dow finished the day way down, off 530 points. The NASDAQ lost 190, S&P 500 down 66. The average price for regular unleaded in California, $4.83 a gallon.
Don't wait. Maximize your compensation after an accident. Call Jacoby and Myers now. Just good for you since 1972.
Watch out for those potholes on the 60 and Diamond Bar.
Diamond Bar Boulevard in Bridgeport. The two right lanes are blocked off right now. Caltrans crews are get those potholes repaired. It's a heavy ride from Grand Avenue. Hollywood, Wonderwood stop. Once you get to Western Avenue, stop and go traffic there. It'll start to clear up as you approach the 110. And things are looking up for you now on the 5 stop out in KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster on Pedro Moreno. This hour is sponsored by Advanced Hair Restoration. Starting May 7, 2025, you'll need a federally accepted form of identification, like a real ID, to fly within the United States and visit friends and extended family members on military bases. So why wait to give yourself these real benefits? Get your real ID by starting the application online. Now, Joe Cornell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important. It's important that you choose Suite 1050, San Diego, California, 92108, CornellCordell.com. And this is marketing report. Chris Brand, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill, weighs in on the power of audio. We use
audio to reinforce what we're showing on TV, what we're showing in other digital channels. When your priority is driving reach, boy, everybody seems to listen to the radio.
At the #1 audio to iHeartResults.com for more. Schedule a home furnished safety check for just $77 with Ruger Here Simulated Talk.
And I radio station.
Stories that we've been following and will continue to follow outside of the weather. We are Karen Bass that stepped into negotiations on day 2 of that huge LAUSD strike. And LA teachers and parents are raising money to support striking service workers, which should tell you that it may be longer than just 3 days. And there's this. If you've been listening to Later with Mo Kelly, you know that we've been discussing the weather, specifically what's going on, because earthquakes, they don't really bother me. I don't want to live in other places around the country because I don't want to deal with, let's say, hurricanes, like in the southeastern portion of the United States. I don't want to deal with tornadoes, like they have in the Midwest. You know, if I go to Kansas, there's a good chance, or Oklahoma, if I live there, there's a good chance I may come across a tornado, or more importantly, a tornado may come across me. That's why I like living in LA. I've lived here my whole life, with the exception of college. I love LA, as the song goes. And I also know what I'm getting in LA. I don't have to worry about a hurricane. I don't have to worry about a tornado. Wait, stop. That's no longer true. I now have to worry about tornadoes in Los Angeles. Now, I'm not ever going to be one who's going to sit here and extol the virtues of fighting against climate change. That's just not my thing. That's for the next generation. That's for the millennials. That's for the Gen Y and Gen Zers. That's for the generations to come. Okay, I'm getting up in age in the sense of I can't save the world. That's up to you. So this is not about that. I'm just saying I would rather not deal with tornadoes. Last night, if you were listening, there was a news report that Amy King gave talking about there was a tornado. Someone, if they're ready for it, will use their phone and get it on video because there's a phone everywhere. Everyone has a phone. Someone will get video. So they didn't get video last night, but damn it, they got video today. And I'm not sure you saw it. There was an actual live tornado which touched down. They've officially designated it as such. It touched down in Montebello, which is just east of Los Angeles. We're not talking about somewhere in the high desert. We're not talking about somewhere like in Victorville. We're talking about right outside downtown LA. Have you seen the movie The Day After Tomorrow? I don't know if you've seen that disaster. It was like 2004. 2004. Jake Gyllenhaal is one of the, who else was in Day After Tomorrow? It was Jake Gyllenhaal, Dennis Quaid, yeah. And it showed amongst, the destruction of the world, the destruction of LA. In the destruction of LA had tornadoes all throughout the city. It was tearing up the Hollywood sign and everything. And it's weird because this is like 2 days in a row in which life is imitating art. Last night we were talking about how this fungus is eerily reminiscent to what's been going on in the TV show The Last of Us. The very next day, now we have tornadoes, which is eerily reminiscent of the movie. We had snow this year. I wanted to live in Los Angeles, the city that did not have tornadoes. Well, we can check that one off the list too. We have snow and tornadoes in LA inside of 3 weeks. No exaggeration. So I'm starting to rethink this whole idea of living in LA. Maybe I need to live somewhere else, like Argentina. I don't know if it snows in Argentina or it has tornadoes in Argentina, but I don't remember any news about either happening. And if we've had 2 tornadoes in 2 days, who knows what tomorrow is going to bring. So that's something that we will be continuing to follow here on Later with Mo Kelly, not just the tornadoes, but also the rain. Now, I was talking to Wall Sharp, producer of the show, earlier today, and he said where he was, it was raining cats and dogs all day. And where I was, I didn't get much rain at all driving in. So it's really strange what is going on. I can't call started seeing the videos on social media about it. It was very close. I want to say it was within 10 miles of where I live, that tornado. And someone was actually hurt. You probably have seen the damage. We posted on the KFI 40 Twitter page. That was really something. And Amy King, we just first say good evening to you. I didn't have a chance to say good evening to Stefan and Paul Sharp. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, Amy King, do we have any more tornado reports that are coming our way?
Not that we know.
Okay,
Point.
I got
But
a lot of
it was confirmed as a plan.
Yes, it was confirmed as a tornado. I'm not being hyperbolic. That was a bona fide tornado in Montebello, which touched down, wrecked cars, a couple of buildings. A person was hurt. You might have heard some of the interviews of the audio, which was played here on KFI 40. And I was just saying, and you had stepped out for a moment, that it's really, really weird what is going on right now. I don't know why we're getting so much damn rain after going through a period of drought. I don't know why we had snow in LA. I don't know why we have tornadoes in LA. And all this has happened in the space of 3 weeks.
Well, because we got to get it out of the way now for the sunshine.
Seattle. I don't think what the hell is going on? That was crazy.
It is crazy. And because the Northwest is not having a dry winter either. It's just that we're getting that much.
Well, I don't want to hear about drought anymore. I don't want to hear about rain anymore.
I don't think we have to worry about drought for a little while.
Well, hopefully. Things have been real strange. I don't
At
want
least until July.
Look, the only thing we haven't had, knock on wood,
Stop it.
knock on wood, is the earth shaking. That's all I'm going to say. We've had a couple, but they're not the big ones. Thou shalt not be named. This later with Bo Kelly. KFI 40, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. We just want to let you know in the second hour tonight, we're going to be talking to Joe Larsgaard about AI and finance and how they come together. We're going to talk about this special prosecutor who tried to charge Alec Baldwin and how that case has fallen apart, and also the political aspirations of that prosecutor, and so much more. We have to talk about domestic violence and the Me Too movement in hour 3. So much to talk about in the future of TikTok. We'll keep it right here. Now let's go to the KFI 24-hour newsroom at ABC.
Mayor Karen Bass has stepped in to get talks between LA School District officials and SEIU Local 99, that represents 30,000 service workers in the district, to start talking again. Schools have been closed for 2 days because of the strike, and workers, with support of teachers, are expected to be on the lines again tomorrow. The LA City Council has approved a motion that will let more income restrictions. An asteroid. Hey, Koala. How about an asteroid? The size of a skyscraper is going to fly between the Earth and the Moon on Saturday. You should be able to see the space rock with a 6-inch or larger telescope in the northern hemisphere over the southeastern horizon Friday. Everyone 405.
People keep asking me every single day, Mo, do you really use Field of Greens? And I have to tell each and every one of them, yes, I do. And other supplements out there only use the extract of fruits and vegetables. Now, I take Field of Greens because it's the whole organic fruit and vegetable, giving all the good stuff, not a watered-down extract. It makes a huge difference. Now, Field of Greens is not some magic elixir that can cancel out a really bad diet. And let's be clear, my diet is not great, but it does help put the balance back in your favor. Each ingredient in Field of Greens was scientifically chosen to support vital organs like your heart, your lungs, your kidneys. Others support my immune system, blood pressure, metabolism, and my weight is getting more under control. And best of all, Field of Greens is backed by its Better Health Promise. If your doctor doesn't tell you your numbers have improved at your next checkup, you can get a full refund. You have absolutely nothing to lose. So let me get you started with 15% off your first order at fieldofgreens.com. Just use the promo code KFI. It's that simple. Promo code KFI at fieldofgreens.com.
Southland weather from KFI. Chance of showers tonight and tomorrow morning, then partly cloudy. The highs in the 50s to low 60s. This report brought to you by Blindster.com. Got crashing Carson on the 405.
The cutting downtown at Wilmington Avenue at Kansas Center divider to come up to some stop and go traffic just after Carson Street. Diamond Bar on the 50 eastbound in between Diamond Bar Boulevard and Reservoir. 2 right lanes still shut down due to pothole repairs. Downtown hoping to be finished with that around 8 tonight. So you're seeing some heavy traffic as you're going away from the 57. And if you're on the 91 heading eastbound in Anaheim Hills, once you get to the 241, some foam building up there. It'll start to clear up once you get to Green River Road. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster on Pedro Moreno.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country. With 20,000 five-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
This report is sponsored by Memorial Care. Whether it's Sunday afternoon or 3 a.m., whenever, wherever, we're with you at Memorial Care. Get high-quality care virtually or in person with video visits, day or night, 24/7 telephone support, and more. Visit choose.memorialcare.org for more information.
Californians can agree that there is no place in their lives for litter. So let's come together and create a litter-free California. Join them at cleanva.com. Let's do it together. Brought to you by Caltrash. Hey, all with Team Sharks. For emergency backup power, there's only one name you need to know. Duffy Power. Since 1965, Southern California or small, even homes and RVs. Whether it's a new generator, an emergency rental, or Duffy's legendary repair and maintenance service, Duffy Power has you covered. Go to DuffyPower.com, DuffyPower.com. That's DuffyPower.com.
USA to bring never-ending customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most award shows, we prepare to thank you speech. To Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and save smarter. Our goal tracking and budgeting tools bring us no place to sign in to work for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. And thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day. For J.D. Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Remember, FDIC. Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. They obviously have a price.
You got a nice girl, huh? Who are you?
Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber.
Will you tell me how much to unclog my drain?
$99. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a main line sewer stopper. The Smell Good Plumber is Mike Diamond who unclog almost any drain for $99. There are a few exceptions, but you can read all about them on our website at smellgoodplumber.com.
Pray.com's Meditative Prayers podcast is the best way to bring God's perfect peace into your life. Each meditative prayer helps you focus on God, fight anxiety, sleep better, and more.
As you close your eyes, God is home. Open yourself to the Holy Spirit.
Listen to Meditative Prayer on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now, a few words from your daughter.
Hey, it's Jennifer Jones. Will you join me and my team of Wake Up Call Wigglers at Brookside Park in Pasadena, Sunday, April 2nd, for Pasadena Humane's Wiggle Ride will walk straight funds to help them care for the hundreds of animals they take in each year. To donate or join our team and walk with us, go to KFIAM640.com/wiggle.
KFIAM640 stimulating talk.
Oh, it's so great, I'm gonna go on strike. We're going on strike. We're going on strike. I still don't know what's expecting. Stop, we're going on strike. We're going on strike.
It's later for both Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some of the headlines that we are following in regard to the LAUSD strike. We are sharing that to step into negotiations on this day 2 of this LAUSD strike. And let me start right there because I know the mayor has a role in all of this. And I know that many people, I would say you and me included, are pretty cynical when it comes to the role of our politicians and whether they're there to actually help solve a problem or whether they're there just to grandstand, to get their name in the news. And there can be a healthy balance to both. Now, I don't know if there's anything that Mayor Bass can do at this point because I think the strike has to run its course, if only because that's the only leverage workers in the union would have to, and I don't want to say inflict the most damage, but demonstrate the importance of their absence. The only way they can do that is to actually be absent for multiple days and have the district actually feel what that means. And I know Mayor Bass has a role in those discussions, trying to facilitate the negotiations. We heard that the superintendent has been speaking publicly, much to the chagrin of the union and teachers, saying, hey, I want everyone to come to the table. Let's talk about negotiating and try to get a deal done. And FDIC 99 is saying, no. Don't say that publicly. You know our number, as they say. You know how to find us. We've been trying to talk to you for the past 10 months. And here you are now talking to the media, trying to make the people on strike look bad or unwilling to come to the table. And I know they would say that's just not true. It's just that now you want to take our leverage away and say, okay, I'm ready to talk when the strike is on. So if you, superintendent, would have done that 8, 9, 10 months ago, then the strike could have been averted. But now you're saying, I'm ready, and you guys need to hurry up and come to the table. So I don't know what Mayor Bass can do with that. Now, I know that she could be a calming influence. She could be, I guess, a mediator of sorts. But unless she can give the union what they're asking for, or convince LAUSD to give the union what they're asking for, I don't know what she can do. I really don't know. It's one of those things where the strike only means something the longer it goes on. So unless Mayor Bass can deliver right now, there's no reason for the union or workers to do it.
That's a good point. And I love the fact that she's there. She's there as a mediator, there to make sure that all voices are heard, but she does not have the ability to force either side to let's actually hear each other. Let's try to use the power of my office to maybe get us across the finish line. But for neither side does that mean anything. Ultimately,
I think we're going to have to see this through to its end. So we're going to have to go through at least the first 3 days. We're going to have to see then what the superintendent Carvalho will do. Actually, not to say at the end of 3 days, let's talk. He's going to have to make some concessions, honestly. Yeah. Because without concessions, there's no reason as it stands for striking workers to come to the table. Now, he's willing to talk to the public, but I think he has to say publicly, I'm willing to do this, that, and the other. This is going to use the public this day. And
Hasn't they offered a 23% increase?
but they've already said
That's not enough.
it's going 30%.
But they're not willing to come down at all.
Not at this point.
30% raise. I mean, I know these are part-time workers and lower paid workers, but a 30% raise for 30,000 people.
Well, given the money that we know they have in reserve, it's not a money issue. It's not a money availability issue.
How quick are they going to burn through that bad night?
Oh, no, it's not 5 million. It's 5 billion.
How fast would they?
I honestly don't know that, and I think that goes into the weeds as far as the numbers, as far as how it is sold out. It could be incremental. I don't necessarily think that it has to be 30% all at once. It might be 10% in year 1, 10% in year 2, 10% in year 3. I'm just giving away in which sometimes the negotiations may proceed. But I do know, given the public statements of the union and workers, they're not even going to listen to anything if the district is not even approaching that.
Well, then where's the negotiation?
There is no negotiation. That's why they say we are outside.
Part of making the deal is each side coming somewhere in the middle. It shouldn't be my way or the highway, right? It should be, you give a little, I'm going to give a little, and we're both going to get something we want.
I get you, and I agree with you on that. But the workers are saying, before we come to the table, we need to see, one, that we don't like that you disrespected us. 2, we need to understand the worth of us. And the only way you understand the worth of us is acknowledging the absence of us and feeling the absence. It doesn't mean that the union won't come to the table. It's just that they're not going to run to the table. They're going to give it at least 3 days, and they don't need to.
right now they're in a position where the crowds are only growing. So we passing by some of the closed schools yesterday to today, the crowds have grown exponentially. Now we know the storm is going to be over for at least the next 2 days, or those perhaps can be she say, hey, we understand you are also parents. You are also suffering for this. Everything right now is on the side of the youth. And maybe Mayor Bass can be that person, to Amy's point, to say, look, we understand that you are undervalued for what you're asking for. And I can show you the numbers. I'm speaking as Mayor Bass. I can show you the numbers. It's not feasible. It's not realistic. Maybe we can have some incremental plan. That's what a mediator can do. But at this point, the labor union is not willing to negotiate, and they're not feeling as any need to immediately negotiate. Now, how this plays out again, I don't know, but this is what I do know. Since they are vastly underpaid, if I'm driving the bus, I know that in theory I can go get a job in fast food and make a comparable amount of money. So it's not necessarily about keeping this job. I mean, they can find other jobs, I suspect, especially in this particular labor force environment. So I don't know that the district can hang over them like, well, if you don't want to come back to work, all y'all are fired. It's not like one of the situations where we remember President Reagan, they fired all the
Air traffic
controllers, right? Yes, are these people, are they replaceable? Yes. But I don't know if they can replace them enough in a short enough amount of time to get the district going. It's not like you can replace teachers, you can replace bus drivers, you can replace cafeteria workers in a short amount of time.
And if all these people are making the bare minimum, which is equitable to working at Ralph's, equitable to working at fast food, at Target, the mess for the bill for any, I don't have to deal with this.
Then what?
Yeah.
Then what? And that's the leverage they have as far as keeping the schools open. And I have to believe that they are ready to walk all together. And that will be a catastrophe for everyone involved, but it has to be on the table, I think, for the district to take them seriously. So I don't know how much Mayor Bass can do, but her presence might be a mediating force, and we shall see the state of the LAUSD strike. KFI 8640, we're live everywhere. On the iHeartRadio app, we're going to talk about the Metro when we come back. Oh, yes. And they might have solved fine on the Metro. And it might be music to your ears. No kidding. I'll tell you when we come back. Now, to the KFI 24-hour news damage. The front house of the trees is pretty much collapsed too. It's broken. Most of our gates are broken.
Roofs and fences were torn off and raised into the sky. Video of the tornado shows debris swirling in the air. Made a mess of the area when it came down. Cars were also damaged from being hit by flying pieces of roofs. The National Weather Service says the tornado came on very fast. A special meeting of the Burbank School Board at City Hall, where school safety was discussed, it lasted over 4 hours. The board introduced a new plan to address student concerns about safety on campus. Some students spoke up last week saying they've been sexually abused by other male students. Other referenced the man who allegedly sexually assaulted 3 students earlier this month after getting into the Burbank High School. And the teacher arrested and is being held on more than $1 million bail. The safety plan includes a tip hotline and a website aimed at addressing bullying. Huntington Beach lawsuit challenging state affordable housing mandates has suffered its first loss.
A federal judge denied the city's temporary restraining order, which called for a suspension of state housing mandate fines and penalties while litigation plays out. Judge Brent Water ruled the city has not shown there will be any chance of success winning any of the constitutional challenges to state housing laws. The judge yesterday also questioned whether the city had the standing to bring the lawsuit to federal attempt to urbanize the city. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
Federal Reserve has raised its key short-term interest rate by 0.25 points, pushing ahead with its aggressive campaign to tame inflation. Federal officials forecast another quarter-point in rate increases this year to a peak range of between 5 and 5.25%. This prediction is in line with its December estimate. People who abstain from the findings were published in New England. That's another KFI. Showers possible tonight and tomorrow morning. Overnight lows in the 30s to upper 40s. Becoming partly cloudy tomorrow. Low 60s, metro LA and window C. 50 to 50 the valley tonight. 40 to 50 Antelope Valley. Sunny skies Friday through the weekend. High
For Fullerton, 49 Winter Santa Margarita, Western Hollywood on the 101.
Blocking the two right lanes so your drive to jam up right around the bottom. If you're on the 605 shotgun and Milwaukee, right at the end, there's a crash in the center divider, so you'll be seen slowing as you come away from the road. And the good news if you're on the 405 and shotgun and Carson, just after Alameda, there'll be a crash there that's been moved out of lane. Your driver is recovering from Avalon. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. Pedro Moreno. Water
Bringing the guy
softness
down by
adds sodium to your water without even filtering it. Here is something better. A Life Source salt-free water system. Life Source filters water from every tap and keeps all the healthy minerals without maintenance, salt, or services. And right now, new customers can get a free Apple antibacterial filter with a qualifying purchase, a savings of $825. But the offer ends soon, so call Life Source at 800-803-2696 or go to lifesourcewater.com.
In this week's Marketing Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
This is for all of our listeners who are understandably struggling with hair loss. Conway here. Now, I'm sure you've tried lotions, pills, creams, and potions, right? With so many options out there, who are you going to trust? What's really going to grow your hair back? The groundbreaking FUE treatment with advanced hair is an incredible breakthrough. Treating hair length, thinning hair, bald spots, advanced hair's simple, quick, one-day treatment has your own natural hair growing back the very next day. Advanced hair is the best of the best, and they're committed to the highest standard of care, has and always will exceed the CDC guidelines. I've had the treatment, and I know that reversing hair loss is truly life-changing. You deserve to know what this feels like. The first 10 callers get $250 off and 250 free hair grafts. Call 844-333-HAIR. Locations in Beverly Hills, Orange County, and Ontario. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair is 100% guaranteed to grow. 844-333-HAIR. Or go to advancedhair.com.
Need high-quality windows and doors for your home? Marvin Dealers is a trusted partner from the beginning to the end of every project, and can help you find the right options with doors for your space. Make space for all the things, the big things, and what you never expected. And make space for connection and celebration, for personality and possibility. Make space for beauty, for better living, and a totally better joy. Make space for life. When you find a place for Marvin windows and doors in your home, you can make space for what matters. Marvin dealers are here to help with your Marvin window and door projects. They make it easy to find quality Marvin windows and doors that you need. Visit replacementmadeeasy.com today to set up your free consultation. That's replacementmadeeasy.com.
I'm Martin Host, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter. This Navage's powered sucker will help flush out allergens, viruses, yeast, and germs. And that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley's quote, Navage is the best thing I've bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. For this one, I use Navage every night because not in neck and light without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. And I do so much better. Unquote. Those are true of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage. All natural solutions trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, treat people normal, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life. Rosetta Stone, where language is learned. RosettaStone.com. Official rules and more information about contacts on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules. Say, follow us on all these things at KFI AM640.
Trying to
be able to let somebody think that they can compete with that. Like in any space. That's the feedback that I got from them. And why they won't come in. And they see it through me. They say, okay, we understand.
Some of your favorite movies and TV shows, they feature classical music with some of the great, I don't want to call them hits, but great features in musical history. That's Rachmaninoff. The reason I'm talking about that is classical music is being used as a new crime deterrent. I'm not kidding. For LA Metro. The MacArthur Park Metro Station is a spot which has a history of crime. In fact, back in January, a man was found stabbed inside the station. You heard they're unsafe in no uncertain terms. They're unclean and unsafe. And I said, those green-shirted ambassadors are not going to do anything other than to stand around and see us get assaulted. There's plenty of video. There's plenty of statistical evidence already available.
I've never talked to a person. I do see her in these spaces.
Studies have shown.
To like come into a sort of outlet room. That's my concern too. And for mine, yeah, I think it's a really so I'm you tell me it shouldn't be too hard. Maybe I'm too strong. You always have to redo it. So you always have to be by my side. So I have to like get enough money to keep it, you know. That's another thing, right? So shit, meditation is thinking back on page for the team is there. Yeah, that's what's one or two. That's what it's great to have very much is that he wants about 10 what if you're not? Are you just using that for routine stuff? Yes. No, I'm using that for
If you are on a subway platform,
like I have to like
that's let everyone know. Hungarian Rhapsody, you might have a better chance of surviving.
Back into the world to kick in. Like that's like that. Like this is instant gratification right here. He's taking this money, he's putting it right here, so we can then grow our assets. And then we can chill it too. You know, because what if somebody doesn't know that they want to go through and you sell it, you ain't worried about no royalties right now. You know what I mean? So that's what that's for. He want to make back to stay around.
What did you ever do for Mumbai Institute of Technology? Indian Institute of Technology? Nothing. Indian Institute of Technology? Nothing. There's these socks.
We're talking about real issues. Safety. There's cleanliness. We're at the cleanliness that has to do with self-access because there's a hepatitis A, B, and C component to these metros that you're saying is the function and extension of the homelessness problem. These are very serious issues, even though we may be laughing and joking about it at the time. But we're laughing and joking at the ridiculous proposed solution. If a member of my family, saying nothing of me, if a member of my family or using the metro, be it bus or train, I don't want to hear they have some cool classical music as a crime deterrent. And if you have the dirty nerve to fix your lips to tell me that classical music is somehow going to keep a member of my family safe, then you have no business in the job that you have. I don't know who's cockamamie to fix your lips to say that this is, that you're approaching this seriously, that you are trying to provide real solutions that would actually increase safety for Angelinos, be they elderly, be they children. And the best ideas that you come up with over the past month, cover them all. Green shirts and classical music. How can I take these serious?
back and try to go do it themselves, you know. And I just like, as long as you're in a unique position in the real world, you can do it, you know, and you can create your own way. But if you're not in a unique position in the real world, We're live everywhere on the remote killer. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
One last note. At least 5 people have been killed in the wind and rainstorm that blew through Northern California. 3 people were killed when trees fell on cars. A San Francisco Police Department sergeant has life-threatening injuries from a tree that fell on his car. He had to be cut out of the vehicle. A student has shot 2 deans at a high school in Denver after they found a handgun on him during a daily search. Students are searched daily because of behavioral issues. Police have found his car, but the 17-year-old is still on the list. The grand jury hearing of former President Trump's hush money payment case is now scheduled to meet tomorrow. Apparently, the plan after today's scheduled session was canceled. The investigation centers around alleged payments Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen, made to adult film star Stormy Daniels in 2016 to cover up an alleged affair. A chance of showers tonight and tomorrow morning and partly cloudy for the afternoon, highs in the 50s to low 60s. Mr. P was traffic tonight with 4 places, traffic cleared in Hollywood on 101.
Earlier after your senior drive recovered from a bad arm. If you're on the 605 stop line at El Monte, just after Ramona, the fact they're still blocking the center divider. CHP is on scene running a break to try to clear that out of lane so your drive starts to back up right around lower Azusa Road. And in Diamond Bar, 60 getting eastbound between Diamond Bar Boulevard and Reservoir. Southern Street still working on the 2 right lanes due to pothole repairs, so your drive is jammed from the 57. Purifying the sky helps get you there faster. I'll put you on the radio.
For over 60 years, Clark Pest Control has been California's leader in pest control technology. If you need help dealing with pests, termites, rodents, mosquitoes, and much more, contact Clark Pest Control for a free estimate today. Call 1-800-WE-MED-YOU. That's 1-800-WE-MED-YOU. Or visit ClarkPest.com.
This report is sponsored by Leinster.com. I am Tyler, Leinster.com. Want to stay big on custom forward blinds, shutters, shades, and more? Shop Leinster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick-and-mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Leinster.com.
USA ranks number 1 in customer satisfaction with retail banking in California by J.D. Power. Since California is home to most reward shows, we prepare to thank you too. Hey, Californians everywhere, we've been proud to help you plan, budget, and save smarter. Our gold tracking and budgeting tools would have no place to sign if it weren't for you, and we can't thank you enough for that. And thank you to our real-life humans who go above and beyond for our customers every day. For J.D. Power 2022 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Member FDIC. 1-877
Contractors at an all-time high. Our builders are now getting highest for detail. Donate at Cars for Kids. And voted number 1 for 4 years ago. Our team's expertise is unmatched. Call Jacoby and you were able to reach fiber more places. You were eligible for a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. On that one, that's real money. So let me suggest getrefunds.com. You answer a few questions, takes under 10 minutes. You'll see if your business qualifies for this tax refund. There's no charge up front. They don't get paid until your business gets paid. And businesses of all types can qualify, including those that feed nonprofits, even if you have some sales open. So this little program already returned over $3 billion to businesses. A six-figure refund. So to find out if your business qualifies for a six-figure refund. So to find out if your business qualifies for getrefunds.com, this is why me button. It only takes a few minutes. Go to getrefunds.com, getrefunds.com.
KPMG LLP seeks a senior associate tax alternate position in Los Angeles, California, to provide tax and selfie services to corporate and partnership clients, including federal and state research and development, R&D credits under Internal Revenue Code IRC 41, R&D capitalization and deduction under IRC 174, employee retention credit, work opportunity tax credit, inventory accounting under IRC 263A and 471, fixed assets, income and expense recognition under IRC 451 and 461, and tax controversy. Requirements include a bachelor's degree or more equivalent in economics, accounting, tax, or a related field, and 2 years of related work experience. Travel to various locations throughout the U.S. is required up to 5%. The salary is $60,400 to $117,300 per year. Apply online at kpmguscareers.com/job-search and type rec number 98530 in the keyword search box for experienced professionals. Please contact us at hr@admin@kpmg.com if you have difficulty applying. If offered employment, you must have legal right to work in the U.S. DOE KPMG offers a comprehensive compensation and benefits package. No phone calls or agency fees. KPMG, an equal opportunity employer. Disability, veteran. KPMG maintains a drug-free workplace. 2023 KPMG LLP, a Delaware limited liability partnership, and the U.S. member firm of the KPMG network of independent member firms affiliated with KPMG International Cooperative. KPMG International, a Swiss entity. All rights reserved.
I'm attorney Darren Takanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUT, reminding you to exercise your right to just shut up. It doesn't make you look guilty, it makes you look smart. 1-800-NO-CUT, because no one looks good with us, unless you're into that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-CUT.
Join us to celebrate the songs and artists you've loved over the past year.
At our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Awards,
Hosted by Lenny Kravitz.
with individual award recipients Taylor Swift,
And performances by iHeart Icon Award recipient Pink, Coldplay, Kelly Clarkson, LL Cool J, Keith Urban, Pat Benatar, and Neil Giraldo, Lotto, Money Long, Cody Johnson, and more.
watch on Fox and listen on iHeartRadio.
Monday night at 8 p.m.
So it's Saturday. I'm your host, ROTHSCHILD, and one big thing about me, I used to be considered among the unhoused. I was living in my car. So it's different from me. So ViralRabbi, Saturday evening at 5 on JFI, and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
Connected to this, so by the way, the artist in the heart it's a competency. I have over 500 something traits of this work. So I give reward to just in case people want to do secondary stuff.
On the iHeartRadio app, we're going to talk about Bed Bath & Beyond, the latest news with track separation in just a second. But there's some other news headlines we have to pass along to you. Congressman Adam Schiff has demanded an end to poverty wages for LA school workers on strike. Now remember, he's running for senator, so there's never a bad time to grant things. That's the first thing. And Six Flags Magic Mountain has closed again under threat of high winds, thunderstorms, and flooding. And why don't we throw in their tornadoes? Can we throw in tornadoes? I think we can. If they have a tornado. No, but if they have a tornado, they had a tornado warning yesterday. Where was that? Up on the 101 in like. Okay, and they have one in Montebello. I'm quite sure, Six Flags, that's not you're aware of tornadoes as well. I think they have a duty to let them know that that's close. Bed Bath & Beyond, that they need to, or at least was, a frequent, customer?
Yep.
Did you use all your gift cards?
I did.
Okay. Well,
That means I'll be running roads by myself.
Well, it's not too late. They're going out of business, but
I give a snippet on the NFT.
But Bed Bath & Beyond is closing hundreds of stores. You heard us cover that story.
But this is what we pushing. I'm
The
gonna put us in
actual
position
location will not be empty
as I
for
do it for
long.
myself already.
Remember how we told you how AMC
Just like
Theaters
some people with
has
their
been
ownership,
going
they're already
around
like,
buying up
I
bankrupt
love the music, I
theater
really rock star.
locations,
I'm gonna leave the house,
movie
turn
theater
that
location,
shit
or
over my
turn
dome.
something go out of business,
Like my
and then
band,
AMC will scoop it up.
turn it
It
up
makes
and let
good
it breathe.
business
I'm
sense
from at work for
in
10
the way
hours.
that
You know,
your
I'm going to necessarily like
economic
to mine it.
calculation is real estate on the gift
Oh
ground.
yes, that
And
everybody.
most likely those locations, especially in the theater business, so you're just basically changing your signage outside. Well, similarly, there are other
retailers which are going in and buying up these locations where Bed Bath & Beyond have been closed. Things like TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and Ross.
Oh, I love Home Goods.
I love Ross, actually. I am not ashamed to say I bought more than 1 or 2 or 15 outfits at Ross.
You can get great deals at Ross. You can find a lot of good deals in there.
They have great deals. They have, if you're into name brands, they have the name brands, just not necessarily. It's almost like they passed through a couple of stores before they got to Ross, but it's okay. I will shop at Ross. And I will spend a lifetime at Target. I was online shopping at Target. I bought like 6 shirts and a few pairs of pants. Target, I get down. So I am not a snob when it comes to buying clothes. If I know my size in something and I know that I can get it at Target or Ross, I will shop there in a heartbeat. But I'm getting off the point. The point is a lot of these retailers are coming in and buying up these Bed Bath & Beyond locations. And it's not just TJ Maxx, Home Goods, and Ross that I told you, but also Burlington, Five Below, Nordstrom Rack, and Planet Fitness will fill up these spaces. Now, here's the question that I have. And I talk about Target, go back towards our Ross as well. Are we at a point where don't we have enough evidence to suggest that? Haven't we figured out that we are moving away from the brick and mortar business concept altogether? It is hurting everyone across all sectors. I don't know. I think when everything you Target, everything evens out. Because no matter what, Target parking lot is packed. Even the Walmart parking. And I will go into Target and absolutely forget why I'm in there and walk out with a bunch of stuff because it's so convenient. Now, all these other miscellaneous things, if Target buys up, say, Ross, and then they bring all those fashions into Target, that's another reason you lost in Target.
No, but they don't do that though, because they're all seconds. They're not. It's not like first run stuff, and they're not seconds necessarily, but they're older things, they're last season things.
Sometimes what Target does is they also use they put out items on their shelves and say, let's see, Ross does the same. I know because I know people work at Ross, artists of me, so I know Ross does get some new items, new clothing lines that aren't they ready for Macy's or aren't they ready for try it here. It's not just the older stuff. So with Ross, it's kind of like 99 cents for where you may see a brand like White Axe at 99 cents. They're testing it, and they have nice axes everywhere. So, Target, places like Target, the big monster, big box stores, if they start buying up some of these other companies that are struggling, and just the way Macy's bought Toys R Us, now it's Toys R Us and Macy's, you get it for everything. I want to cover like even the grocery shopping now. I don't know how that works for TJ Maxx. Oh, they're gone. You know what I mean? Yeah, TJ Maxx gone.
I don't think so. TJ Maxx and Ross are like an overstock in market. They're like an overstock. Same thing with Home Goods. It's like an overstock.com, but it's a storefront. And when you don't know what you're looking for, those are great places to go and wander around and find stuff. I can't do that online.
No, but is that enough to keep the specific locations in business on Moss? Yeah, I get the thing. I was shopping at Joanne.
Really?
Yes, God, and I was looking for stuff that wandering around. But I don't know if I was able to keep them in business. And I agree with him. I do think that there is always going to be those who want to go out and just wander around. I don't know if my argument, I don't know if you all of those. I think there will be a point in time where one of the major companies says, hey, we're going to merge and it's going to be Target TJ Maxx.
Well, because Marshalls and TJ Maxx are already owned by the same company.
They just say, we can't keep all these spots. Target says, we can't. Well, yes, but Sears is gone. JCPenney's is basically gone.
I still don't think it works at Target. Because again, the Target isn't an overstock.
But they can be. I'm talking about the future. Not about where they are right now. But right now, where they're going. They opened 6 shirts that are supposed to be arriving by tomorrow. Okay? That
So don't fish until you get them.
Right. Gail's very nice to talk. We'll come back to the top of the hour. I'll be joined by Joe Larsgar as we talk about the combination of AI, ChatGPT, and personal finance. How can you trust them, if you should trust them, and to what degree? You should bet your 401k on it? We'll find out. If I answer 40, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
You can find us on your smart speaker or on your dumb speaker if you plug it into something else. I'm not plugging it into you. Hey, what is your
KFI. Los Angeles on time. Mayor steps in. I'm Amy King, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. LA Mayor Gas has joined efforts to help end the strike against the LA School District. Thousands of employees with the picket line for the second day of the strike against unfair labor practices. Special Education Assistant Cindy Aparicio says her son's a restaurant worker and he makes more than she does. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest with you. Some people say, well, go back to school. But I love what I do. Someone needs to do the job that I'm doing. And not everyone is willing to do it. I was supposed to work in Alberta for Alberta has not made new offers on Friday, but the mayor back is stepping in to help everyone find a resolution. LA is Chris Adler, KFI News. News brought to you by Rooter Hero, the man accused of shooting and killing a bishop at his home in Hacienda Heights, has pleaded not guilty to murder. The man being held on $2 million bail. The Archdiocese of LA said Bishop was a peacemaker with a heart for the poor and immigrants. Bishop David O'Connell was found dead in his home last month. A child has been killed in a car crash on the 60 in Industry. The crash this morning was reported as a wrong-way driver, but the CHP hasn't confirmed the details yet. Officials say a SIG alert was issued and all lanes were closed on westbound lanes for several hours. Caltrans says the lanes have been fully reopened. Footage from the scene shows a compact car heavily damaged. A semi-truck had also pulled over. Not clear if it was involved in the crash. LA County supervisors have approved a motion that could lead to more children being let out of juvenile halls early.
The motion calls for officials to identify candidates that can be released early. These releases include kids who are within 60 days of being released and kids doing time for misdemeanors. The county says lowering juvenile hall populations would help the probation department stay adequately staffed for the kids in custody. The state inspection recently found 39 issues that needed to be fixed at LA County juvenile halls. The probation department blames many of the issues on staffing challenges. The motion passed unanimously yesterday. Blake Trolley, KFI News.
Two school faculty members have been shot by a student at a high school in Denver. Police say the student shot the administrators after a handgun was found during a daily search of the boy.
We must continue to work on addressing safety in our school buildings and in our city in general, and we will. We have never stopped with that.
Officials say the boy was being searched daily because of behavioral problems. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock says parents are frustrated and angry, as they should be. One of the two who were shot is in critical condition. The suspected shooter's car has been found abandoned in a mountain community about 50 miles west of Denver. They're still looking for the teenager. The Federal Reserve has extended its year-long fight against high inflation by raising its key interest rate by a quarter point. The hike comes after the second and third largest bank failures in U.S. history earlier this month.
We will continue to closely monitor conditions in the banking system and are prepared to use all of our tools as needed to keep it safe and sound.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell says the Fed is committed to learning from the bank failures so something like this doesn't happen again. The Fed strongly is learning from the bank failures so something like this doesn't happen again. The Fed strongly is committed to bringing inflation back down to its 2% goal. The CEO of TikTok has posted on his own platform ahead of a scheduled hearing before the Energy and Commerce Committee tomorrow. CEO Shou Zi-Chew will appear before Congress to answer questions about concerns that China is using the social media app to access U.S. user data.
Some politicians have started talking about banning TikTok. Now, this could take TikTok away from all 150 million of them.
Chew says user safety is the company's top priority. He asked TikTokers to leave a comment on his post yesterday, say what they love about TikTok. Southland weather can get 50% chance with some showers tonight with lows in the 30s to upper 40s. Mostly cloudy tomorrow morning with a slight chance of showers, becoming possible in the afternoon. Highs in the low 60s.
What up? What up? We got Queenie in here. We got Apex in here. Apex, huge Florida Gators fan. Shout out to you.
Saturday and Sunday, the highs from 50s to mid-60s.
Every day's a
We've got that crash in El Monte cleared on 605.
Just after Ramona, it's been moved out of the center to farther off the freeway now. Your driver's recovering from about nowhere is the road. And if you're on the 10 heading eastbound in New York City, you can brake like approaching Robinson Boulevard and then slow in pockets from there until you get to about the 110. Lots of thin hit on the 210 westbound that's just before Pennsylvania Avenue. The fact there is taking away the carpool lane, so you'll see traffic stacking up right around Ocean View. KSI, the guy helps get you there faster than Pedro Moreno. If you've been thinking about calling the hair restoration, do yourself a favor and simply schedule your free consultation. If you've been thinking about calling the hair restoration, do yourself a favor and simply schedule your free consultation today. Find out if your bald spot, receding hairline, or thinning hair is in fact optional. Imagine the relief just knowing that a full head of hair is a real possibility. Advanced Hair's one-day treatment is virtually pain-free, and your new hair starts growing back the very next day. It works for me, and dozens of our listeners have thanked me personally for inspiring them to take control. Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care also makes this the perfect time to pursue your needs. Do yourself a favor and schedule your free consultation right now. If you choose to move forward, you're also going to receive $250 off and 250 free haircuts. That's huge. Call 844-333-HAIR. Scheduling a consultation is literally the hardest part. Advanced Hair successfully restored my bald spot, and they even guarantee that your new hair will also grow. 844-333-HAIR or advancedhair.com. Citystone, where language is learned. Or citystone.com. More stimulating.
And then we made these downtown. And to be honest, no service didn't like the price and the quality.
And AM 40 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app is later with my day. Some financial headlines will follow. The Federal Reserve has anticipated raised interest rates again. A move that has spooked the market, and rates are now the highest since 2007. And the first round of Walt Disney Company layoffs set to begin next week ahead of the shareholders meeting. And there's this. There are two fundamental questions regarding AI these days. The first, what are the limits to its capabilities? And the second, how much, if at all, we should trust it? Or think of it this way. Would you trust it for financial advice? Would you bet your 401k on it? A lot of money with Joel Larsberg airs every Sunday from 12 to 2 here on KFI. And Joel, as customary, joins us each Wednesday and gives us a little preview and a little advice along the way. Joel, it's good to see you. Good to talk to you again. Always good to be with you, though. AI, artificial intelligence, is more accessible on a consumer level than ever before. It is used by companies in various ways more than ever before. How would you describe this moment in terms of the involvement of AI in our day-to-day lives and in general? I mean, I'm no tech expert, but I will say it certainly seems like people are relying on AI for more and more things. And when you kind of see, especially with this newest iteration of GPT-4, it's got a whole lot better, right? And so I don't know exactly where this is headed. Like I said, no tech experts, don't live in Silicon Valley, don't know all those people. But GPT-4 is like passing the bar exam and stuff like that. I mean, so it's provides pretty disruption in a whole lot of ways. When you're talking about somebody in somebody in college, and it's disrupting the educational atmosphere to a certain extent. And teachers aren't sure, they don't know how to react. So usually I get the test, and I assume that the thing that I get handed back is at most at worst they paid a friend to write it. But now this AI can write it on their behalf, and it's really hard to kind of tamp down. Okay? You touched upon where I was getting ready to go because people are testing it and passing it. I've read about a few experiments conducted by lay people to get financial advice from it with varying degrees of success. What is about this pairing of AI and finance? Is it inevitable because AI is at its root math-based and finance at its root?
Did you see there was a tornado?
There's maybe more of a natural pairing there. Yeah, I mean, that's your question. I think so much depends on the questions you're asking this AI software and kind of the level of capability. And so some of there are a couple of warnings ahead of time when you're using one of these like ChatGPT or GPT-4, right? And it's basically saying, hey, I'm I've got some limitations here. And they basically said, I might generate incorrect information. I have a limited knowledge of world events after 2021. I might say something offensive or misleading. It's really important to take that software at its word right now because there are limitations, and it might offer great advice, but it might, because of those limitations, offer some advice that actually kind of help push you in a direction from a personal finance standpoint that might not be the best for you. There was an article in Fortune magazine specifically, and it was talking about somebody was like, how do I save up for a $500,000 home? And the first piece of advice was a really good one about paying down high interest credit card debt, because until you do that, it's really hard to start saving up. And then the next piece of advice is like, hey, maybe you should refinance your student loans. Not really, I guess the AI doesn't really know exactly what's happening kind of on the student loan front, which is potential forgiveness, which is payment pause and no interest accruing. And so it'd be really unwise. I think combine that with rising interest rates, right? And so it'd be really unwise for almost anybody to refinance their federal student loans right now. And that's where I think AI can fall short in the I'm not a fan of Las Vegas. I do not gamble. It has no real attractiveness, level of attractiveness for me. But I am curious about experimenting with AI on a lower level, like, hey, here's $100. Where would you invest it? And tell me what you would recommend. And I've seen similar experiments to that. I'm not going to bet my 401k on it. Hell no. But do you see there's value in that as far as just having some fun with it? I think it can be, if you give it fun, like that's great. But like you said, if you're betting your financial future on what this AI platform is telling you to do, I think it's always wise to get multiple sources. And so, is my job at risk offering financial advice to this AI algorithm? I don't know. There could be a lot of jobs at risk from artificial intelligence. But it's important to get a lot of different sources saying something very similar, and that helps you know you're going in the right direction. You're going in a tried and true path. But just think of the abundance of like influencers on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of the people on my friends, and they do really good work, but then there are a lot of bad apples in that crowd too. And sometimes the medium matters, right? And how much, what's going on in your specific personal finance situation. And somebody doing a 1-minute TikTok video can't really address all those things. And so, or right? And so it's just really hard to get the best information from some of those sources. And I think AI fits into that as well. It's not that it can be one of many places you go. It's a little bit of information or a little bit of just kind of fun to see what they can say. But I think it's important to kind of make sure you're looking for books and blog posts and podcasts and radio shows too, because you're going to get probably a lot of synthesize what makes sense from my specific situation. Now, we talked about this from a personal finance perspective, and I get to that how it is a better marriage when you talk about finances. But from a macroeconomics perspective, isn't this already being used as far as like predictive analysis for economic planning? Yeah, I mean it is, and I don't know how that's going to shake out, right, on this macro front. I'm more focused on kind of what's happening with the micro front and the way people can potentially mess up their own finances by using AI. But like this thing is going to have so many reverberations throughout. I heard an interview with Tyler Cowen, who's like a famed economist the other day, and he basically asked, "Is this more important than the invention of the internet?" And he basically said, "Yeah, it changed the world more than the internet did." I don't know, because I'm not deep enough into that stuff, but if Tyler Cowen saying that, then it makes me think that, yeah, I don't know how all this is going to shake out, but it's going to have a lot of dominoes to fall. There's going to be some really big dominoes, and in fact, affect future employment. It's affecting colleges already. How this shakes out and how good this artificial intelligence gets, I mean, that's really up for debate, but it's happening. It might have been a Freudian slip, but you said infect, and then you changed it to upset, as if you were going maybe Terminator on us. Right. Well, maybe, I don't know. I gotta tell you, it's a little worrying, right? I try not to think about it too much, like what the possibilities are, but when you think about it, the really AI used to be robust, and like it can change a lot of things in our world. Out of Money with Joel Larson airs every Sunday from 12 to 2 here on KFI, and Joel always joins me on Wednesdays to have this great conversation about not only life and personal finance, but also what's coming up on his show. So always look forward to our conversation. So, all right,
Thanks for having me. It's later with Mo Keller. You will follow the money when we come back. KFI 8640, live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. Now, let's go to Amy King with KFI 24-hour news.
A tornado has touched down in Montebello, tearing up roofs of several buildings and damaging some cars. At least one person was injured when the tornado hit at 11:20 this morning. An 11-year-old girl has been killed when a car should have been crashed into by a runway driver on 60. TSP says the runway driver had been involved in another crash that spun his car around and started driving again, going the wrong way in left-hand lane and crashed into a Toyota Corolla. GM says it's saying goodbye to the Chevy Camaro for now. Production's going to stop early next year. GM says it's shifting its focus to electric vehicles and says, rest assured, this is not the end of Camaro's story. We'll take some problems on the 210 next.
No lie, people keep asking me every single day without fail if they know, do you really use Field of Greens? And I say, yeah, I really do. Every day, and I mean every single word about everything I say about Field of Greens, because here's the truth. Most of those other supplements, we're not going to call them by name, but those other supplements, they only use an extract of fruits and vegetables. I take Field of Greens because it's the whole organic fruit and vegetable, not some watered down extract. It makes a huge difference. Field of Greens isn't some magic elixir. I'm not going to lie to you. It doesn't cancel out a bad diet. I have a bad diet, but it does put the balance back in your favor. Each ingredient in Field of Greens was scientifically chosen to support vital organs, like your lungs, your heart, your kidneys, and others support my immune system, blood pressure, metabolism, all of that. But best of all, Field of Greens is backed by its Better Health promise. You won't find this anywhere else. If your doctor doesn't tell you that your numbers have improved at your next checkup, you get a full refund. You have nothing to lose. So let me get you started with 15% off your first order at fieldofgreens.com. Just use the promo code KFI. That's fieldofgreens.com, promo code KFI.
The crash in La Crescenta on the 210.
Well, heading westbound Istanbul, Pennsylvania Avenue, taking away the carpool lane for your drive starts to stack up approaching Ocean View. Hollywood 101 southbound stop-and-go traffic once you get to Vermont Avenue starts to clear up for you once you get to the 110. Then you'll see some slowing in La Palma that's going to be on the 91 heading eastbound once you get to Valley View. That'll ease after you approaching the 5. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster on Pedro Moreno. This report is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place that matters. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
Peach Stores. You just can't miss watching college ball with Rolando. Now your top reasons to visit Rolando.
Because Canada Massive from 16 to 8 then 4. You can shop every store everywhere you eat, stay, and fight.
And the number one reason.
Raise on gift giveaway. Get Slammer Sandwich Maker to earn 500 points on your reward card. The 27th or 28th.
Rolando, good times.
Starting May 7, 2025, you don't need a real ID to board domestic flights. And there's never been a better time to apply than right now. Give yourself the freedom of travel when and where you want. From sporting events and family reunions to romantic vacations or even a weekend getaway with friends. Real ID is your ticket to fly. There's no need to wait. Visit CaliforniaRealID.org today to start the online Real ID application from the comfort of home. DMV Online. Ready when you are.
Have you heard there's a new way here to deal with joint pain that doesn't require drugs or surgery or downtime?
TC Kinetics has arrived with real, lasting, all-natural relief using the latest advances in regenerative medicine.
They've got clinics in Glendale, Orange, and Mission Viejo with more on the way.
TC Kinetics is the nation's leader in these amazing treatments. They take highly concentrated healing properties from your own body and put them in your achy joints. The goal is to restore and repair damaged joint tissue the natural way.
Patients are raving about this all over the country. Pro athletes have been doing this for years, but now it's available to anyone.
Imagine being pain-free by this summer. Living life the way you used to. Walking, running, playing sports.
If you've got pain from arthritis or injury, don't think steroids and surgery are your only option.
Call and learn more about these remarkable treatments using regenerative medicine.
QC Kinetics now in Glendale, Orange, and Mission Viejo. Call for a free consultation. 213-997-PAIN, 213-997-PAIN.
Joint surgical joint pain relief
has arrived. 213-997-10. At Jacoby Myers, our 5-star reviews attest to our commitment to excellence and our success in delivering life-changing results for our clients. 50-plus years of experience, $1 billion in settlements, and voted #1 for 4 years in a row. Our team's expertise is unmatched. Call Jacoby Myers. Justice for you since 1972.
iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations. The Today Show. All of the once-in-a-lifetime best show. All of the best featured playlists. Music will blow us. All the great podcasts for every interest. Plus, they don't want you to know all of the mind-blowing content. $20,000 off on your favorite. It's the highest stage off the two-player. And get them all. It doesn't cost a thing.
How to money across all things personal finance and help you learn how to save, invest, and enjoy more of what matters. How to money with Joel Marsgard. Sundays at noon on KFI and on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio app.
I'm just waiting for these fucking rains stop moving, man. I can't walk with my car part is flooded. So we're ready. I was gonna go ahead and it's amazing nonsense still. But I'm thinking about it my day.
Talk about Disney plan job layoffs, which could begin in late March, and then later this month, Lincoln has called a rally to SEC charges for endorsing crypto workers, protesting right before the annual shareholder meeting. Organizers said employees also walked off the job at more than 100 stores across 40 U.S. cities. So the company disputed the rest of the protest and said nearly every store remained open. It did not immediately indicate how many locations closed, but Starbucks really felt this protest. And let me just say this, I have a very complicated relationship with Starbucks. Over the years, there have been some things and some news stories that I didn't particularly care for, so I tried to avoid Starbucks if at all possible. But I have noticed that Starbucks has had this tremendous explosion in growth over the past 5-10 years. And in my limited business knowledge and experience, I've noticed some patterns. When you see these companies, especially when you're talking food on some level in retail, when they explode and they're all of a sudden everywhere, seemingly overnight, they usually have such growing pains where it almost like a rubber band snaps back in the other direction. What do I mean? I can think of like a Boston market that was super hot for a while. There was a Krispy Kreme, so hot for a while. And those companies usually have issues with their employees because it seems like to maintain profitability, they can't pay or treat their employees commensurate with other businesses in their competition. Like, for example, I think part of the reason why Amazon is so successful, other than the fact that the food is good, they're not anywhere. You can't find in and out everywhere. And so you have cars lined up around the freaking street and around the corner until 1 in the morning trying to get that food. And also they are able to reward their workers accordingly. I don't know what they're paying at In and Out, but it's more than McDonald's.
Yeah, I was kind of worried.
And even in the new market they're opening up In and Out burgers. Not burgers all over the place, no.
So that goes back to Starbucks. And I can't necessarily say where I would fall on either side of this, but I see some similarities with other companies and think of how they treat their workers. And these demonstrations have come on the eve of the company's annual shareholders meeting and were designed, as reads, to urge new CEO Maurice to take more to ask shareholders for a third party labor rights. Quote, Starbucks baristas like me are the ones who keep our stores running. We remember our customers' regular orders, make the lattes, clean up spills, and are often the bright spot of our. Just called your job description. That's your job. You're supposed to write down the order. You're supposed to say, Koala, verde latte
milk, chocolate, whatever it is. That's your job.
Yeah, that is the job, but there are some Starbucks, and I don't know because I work with people every morning, so they will put in massive Starbucks orders, and they depend on being able to go to that Starbucks. But every time they go to that Starbucks, they are greeted as if they are friends. It's almost like they're going to Cheers, except there's only nothing but coffee.
Okay, let's just say, let's think that the job can be very difficult and demanding. That
Our job can be difficult and
exactly where I was going.
I don't say that's difficult and demanding. I'm just saying, look, this is saying, hey, we want a third party to assess what it is that we're asking for. We don't want Starbucks to assess what we're asking. Let's bring in someone else. We are a union, we're asking for this, that, and the other. You all are balking at it. Let's bring in someone else to look at what we're requesting.
Okay, full disclosure. I'm in a union. Wally, you're in a union. Kid, you're in a union. SAG-AFTRA. So I'm not going to say that they don't have a right to unionize. I'm not going to say the nature of their job doesn't lend to unionization. That's for them to decide. All I'm saying is how it's being depicted, or at least this particular person is depicting why they're trying to unionize is not a compelling argument to me. That's all I'm saying. If your best argument is you remember customers' names, you need to go back to the drawing board and find a better argument.
I don't know because there are a lot of other burgeoning coffee shops that try to franchise and go big, and they went under. Dunkin' Donuts is not Starbucks. Coffee Bean is not Starbucks. Starbucks has the lines around the corner. They have the cafes full because of what they do. So the customers do go above and beyond. All the others who are just get the coffee.
I don't agree with you. I mean, every once in a while you get a great barista, and I get a lot of them who just like, oh, yeah, what do you want? I mean, I don't think everybody these amazing workers who should be making $100,000 a year. And if you don't want to go over to Coffee Bean, go to a different place. There's like 3% unemployment. They can go get a job anywhere.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, if there's a craft where you maybe have training or some sort of educational requirement, or there's a specialty in what you do. If you're in a longshoreman union, not everyone can do that. If you are in SAG-AFTRA, in theory, not everyone can do what you do. Relative to your industry. Now, if you're going to start like a restaurant workers union, or include them in the restaurant workers union, then okay. But to say because I work at Starbucks is going to say Star Wars. But if you work at Star Wars, I know. But if you work at Starbucks, it's because of what that job entails. We're talking about a singular job, not an industry, a singular employer that you're going to unionize. I'm not so sure that it's a compelling argument because there are baristas all around the world. You know, I don't think it's special in regard of just because you're working for Starbucks and there's some demanding customers, some able customers. I don't know. You go in there and do a few able customers. You may get paid off. You may get better. Hey, customers can be rough. Oh, that's okay. But you can.
Any service industry that's a reason to unionize because customers are difficult.
No, I don't think that they unionize because customers are difficult. I think they unionize because the reason is they're saying that there are things that they're asking for, just like the fast food workers who recently try to unionize for more money or whatever. That's all talking and fast food. They want, better care for good time, clean food, all that kind of stuff. They want to unionize for the exact same reason as everyone wants to unionize. They want to be able to come to the table as a group and argue for whatever it is they're asking for, whether it's more money, a 15% raise, or whether it's just, we would like to be treated a little better by managers. They're saying as a group, we feel we're more powerful than an individual.
But see, that goes back to what I was saying as far as specialized skill set. It's one thing if you're not instantly replaceable, or there's a type of training that goes along with what you do. Because honestly, not to be blatantly disrespectful, let me just be somewhat disrespectful, they are eminently replaceable, and they may not be minimum wage. They're at a point where you're not requiring education, you're not necessarily requiring any type of special training. And so working for Starbucks in and of itself is not special.
You know what the long-term answer to all of this is? Because of which ask for people.
Oh, that's awesome.
Starbucks.
Hello.
Starbucks vending machine.
What are we talking about, Chihuahua? You can answer this, but that goes back to being replaceable as well.
live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app and ABC, the Certified 24-hour news.
SEIU Local 99 leaders say the 3-day strike of 30,000 service workers will end after tomorrow, and workers and teachers will return to school on Friday. Supposed to be 3-day walkout, that's what they say it's still going to be. Union is now talking again with the LA. They say it's still going to be. Union is now talking again with the LA School District. No contract settlement's been announced. Mayor Bass's office is involved. Those negotiations will continue in an effort to reach an agreement. A tornado has damaged more than 15 buildings in Modello.
Roofs and fences were ripped into the sky by the high wind. Video posted to social media showed debris swirling in the air. This man says the tornado woke him up.
When it finished, I was outside. The garage was broken. Most of the trees were down.
A bunch of cars were damaged and flying debris smashing into them. One person was injured. They were taken to a hospital. The National Weather Service says winds were relatively calm before the tornado. In Montebello, Blake Trolley, KFI News.
It's brought to you by Jesse Power Services. Prosecutors have dismissed a domestic violence felony. The deterrent says justice finally prevails. Says to dismiss a case like this is huge, and the DA's office considers all materials the lawyers provided and did the right thing. Adult Swim, producer of the show, cut ties with Borland in January, on enforced the show's swimming character. The condo complex in Mammoth Mountain has exploded. Mammoth Lake police say some of the buildings collapsed and trapped 3 people. At least 3 people were pulled out alive. It's not clear what caused the explosion. The CEO of Moderna has testified before a Senate committee following the company's announcement it will begin pricing its COVID-19 vaccine at about $130 per dose. The company said Monday the cost increase that will take effect later this year is similar to the government's Medicare plan that pays $70 per dose for its flu vaccine. But the CDC's price list shows commercial flu vaccines cost no more than $30 per dose. Russia has launched a missile in a 9-story apartment building in southeastern Ukraine, killing at least 1 person. Ukraine's President Zelensky says Russia is shelling the city with death.
The Russians also launching lethal drone attacks as Iranian-made drones across the country in this region of Kiev, and a target hit to the southeast of Kiev.
Burage says Russia is claiming military personnel from Ukraine were inside the building, but Ukraine is disputing that. The exploding drone took 7 people. Ukraine is disputing that. The exploding drone took 7 people in a student dorm in the country's capital. Conservation has joined other official items like the state bird, state opera, and state cat, which are for peanuts. The state already has 5 different plants, including yellow jasmine, the key species found only in the state. The bill has to go to the Senate before it makes its way to the House. Southside weather from KFI, showers possible tonight and tomorrow in the Northeast. Mid-50s to about 60s for the valleys and IE, 40s and 50s in the Antelope Valley. We'll be back to sunny skies Friday through the weekend with highs in the 50s to mid-60s. It's 55 in Orange, 56 in Laguna Beach. We've got a crash in La Crescenta on the 210.
We're heading westbound just before Pennsylvania Avenue. It's blocking the carpool lane still, so your drive really starts to pile up right around the 2. It's a busy ride for you if you're on the 110 heading southbound in downtown LA. Once you get to the 101, that drive stays heavy up until you get to Pico. And things are looking better for you now in Glendale if you're on the 134 heading eastbound at Harvey Drive. Earlier crash there has been moved out of the left lane off the freeway now, so traffic has recovered there. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. How much do you think your home is worth this year? Do you think it's going to be worth the same next year? If you're thinking about borrowing on your home equity, your odds of getting more out of your home is probably higher now than it will be next year. I certainly believe that. Some experts predict that property values might decline over the next few years, making it more challenging for borrowers to tap into that home equity. If you need $75,000 or more, HMS Capital can help you borrow the money you need with the equity you built. So whether you want to consolidate debt, make home improvement solution to help you. No appraisal, credit report fees to apply. I've done 2 mortgages with HMS Capital. Clearly, I'm a fan. I believe they are simply the best at what they do. Call 833-255-5698, 833-255-5698. Visit hmscapital.com. I'm Mike Cope, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I told you about how your nose is the body's air filter. The Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like John, quote, after walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer, unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navan, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navan is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navan, N-A-V-A-T-U, good nose, healthy life. You locked your cat up the street?
Yeah, lay up there and scared to come down.
Hang on, I'll get him for you.
Be careful, mister.
Thanks, kid. Here we go.
Where did you come from? And where's your mouth?
Hey, boss, back it up. And we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your bathroom.
So you're a hero?
Try to be every day. We're reader heroes.
Wow.
We make sure you live in a safe, clean house. Go on.
Thanks for rescuing yours.
What a hero does.
If you have a clogged drain, call Reader Hero Plumbing and Air. Go online at readerhero.com.
This is Jacob and Ron. If you've been in an accident, call 844-24-JACOB.
KFI AM 640.
The news. What it is. Why it matters.
Certain aspects of art that still make me value. You know, and 3D art projects are really hard to do. And if you don't do it right, you get fucked for the sun. Yeah, I mean, we've just seen that shit in space, you know, so yeah.
Planned job layoffs, which are going to start mid-month. But here are a couple of other stories that we've been following over the course of the day in the KFI 24-hour newsroom. A venerable actor, Dick Van Dyke, you might have heard by now that he crashed his car in Malibu and suffered minor injuries. Let me just editorialize very quickly. Dick Van Dyke is 97. When I first heard the story, I thought that he was the car that crashed, but no, he was actually driving the car which crashed. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. I'll get back to you on that. And the sinkhole, it has been forming on the freeway in San Clemente. Yeah, another one, and another one. Disney. Planned job layoffs. We're almost here before the end of the month, quite possibly. Disney CEO Bob Iger announced that on February 8th that 7,000 jobs, which represents about 3% of the company's workforce, would be slashed. The jobs are located here at the, the Burbank home office. So there's no way to know how it's going to play out, but it should be across your point, across theme parks in all areas of the business. And it's done with the hopes of reducing costs by $5.5 billion. Now, this is something which I think everyone should be able to look at beyond Disney. And what I mean by that, entertainment, the entertainment industry, more inclined to spend more of their disposable income, go on vacation, go to the movies, go to amusement parks, of course, just Disney. So since we've had more and more discussion about rising interest rates, in response to that, when these people flow into the unemployment portion of the labor market, yeah, people will be less adjacent depending on what particular service or good that they're providing. But these layoffs that you see at Disney, you'll probably see at other entertainment companies. So, but I think there's a macro discussion about Amazon layoffs after 2-3 rounds of never layoffs. Layoffs are all over. As the world gets back out there, COVID is behind us, people are ready to go back to work. A lot of extra staff that was brought in for the working at home portion, like, oh man, I need all of this. And as they are scaling back for Disney, they're scaling back on production, scaling back on say hours, and trying to make things easier for people to attend the park. They're like, we can do without some of this. Not everyone's going on the cruise. We may not need any ships going out on the Disney cruise line. I don't know. Something I've noticed, and I think this is true of all companies, because all companies had to deal
with the pandemic on some level, and I think that includes your industry, whatever you're in right now, listening, maybe in your car, in your iHeartRadio app. I think all companies realize that they could get by in many instances with less. And what I mean by less is a number of companies realize, wait a minute, we don't need all this office employees. We realize that, hey, we may not need everyone. And although some or many were brought back after the pandemic, there's a financial calculation which is made where the business has changed. Let's say it's movie theaters. That business is inevitably and irrevocably changed in many ways. And you realize that you're not making the same amount of money in the same way. So you may not need the same number of employees. I know in this business of entertainment, a lot of these companies realize, I'm not going to single anyone out, but I'll just use Disney as an example. You found that you didn't need every person in every position of every division, because you had to do without them for the most part. Or you didn't need every office location, because working remotely shows you that you can have people around the country and not have an office building that you're renting for, I don't know, $40,000 a month or whatever it may be. Companies have found a new way to do a lot of their business. And I think that's playing out now. Yes, there's some economic factors which cannot be denied. But also alongside that, companies are a little bit smarter. Like, well, maybe we don't need all these particular people in a physical office location to remain profitable. One thing that we have seen time and time again is that after the job cuts, after things start to settle, product gets better, people are spending more, there's more money flowing in the market. A lot of times these jobs do come back. And this is not just laying off all these people, period. There are going to be probably new positions that have to come. In the case of Disney, Disney has also instituted a hiring freeze, which was put in place under previous CEO Bob Chapek following the dismal earning report. So all these things are working together. They're trying to recalibrate how much they should charge for Disney Plus, the streaming platform. Figure out how much they should charge for the different amusement parks, whether it's priced too high, priced too low. Also, their cost. Do they need all these employees in the various divisions? So they're trying to find their equilibrium and recalibrate the company as a whole. So yes, they're going to let immediately, because we're talking about shareholders and earnings numbers and earnings calls. This will probably hold true for the better part of the rest of the year. I suspect the recession is like 2 negative quarters. But that aside, economically, we're not as strong as 6 months ago. So call it whatever you want. If you recognize that, then you know that companies are going to be tighter with their money and spending. What the next 6 months are going to bring.
Right, and people are hopefully planning for the future too. Like you do a little belt tightening now because you're anticipating the revenue drop. I mean, we're seeing that in businesses all over the place. They're not advertising as much, or they're not investing as much in certain areas because they're like, okay, I'm kind of battening down the hatches, getting ready for the storm.
Yeah, and I do it because I'm a person who barely survived the Great Recession. So at the first hint of economic trouble, I'm going to economically retreat. I'm not going to spend as much money. I'm not going to be as careless or carefree and taking trips and everything, because you just don't know what the next 6 months may bring. So at least you want to make sure you have a degree of safety net and cushion, because a lot of people still haven't even rebounded from the pandemic. It's ready with both Kelly. AFI AM 640, we're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, and we're going to continue to follow the money. Lindsay Rohan, Jake Paul, Little Yachty, SEC charges for endorsing crypto. Serves you right.
So it's not just that they endorse, they connect it to the law.
So that too. We'll get into it. Now let's go to the KFI 24-hour news summary.
County election officials say dead people were among those who signed petitions in the effort to recall LA County DA George Gascon. The county clerk says 367 submitted signatures were people who were dead. An investigation. The recall effort fell short. A bill introduced in Sacramento would require high schools to give out free condoms to students. Studies show just over half of sexually active teens use condoms, and young people make up about half. Below, and should have moved the story. Okay, I'm going to go grab a notes first. An asteroid the size of a skyscraper will fly between the Earth and the Moon Saturday. You should be able to see the space rock with a 6-inch or larger telescope in the northern hemisphere over the southeast horizon Friday evening. Emo, saving the lenses all have to. Chance of showers tonight and tomorrow morning in the midst of sunny clouds in the afternoon, highs in the 50s, low 60s, sunny skies for Friday. Got a crash in downtown LA on the 110.
At Olympic, it's blocking the two right lanes, so you'll see the lanes building up once you come across the 101. Traveling on the 101 northbound in Sherman Oaks, the crash there that's blocking the connection to the 405 southbound is causing some slowing for you from about Van Nuys Boulevard. And on the 210 westbound in Yonkers, Center, still got a passing lane there blocking the carpool lane. Casey currently has all lanes blocked off to try to get that out of the way, so your drive starts to jam up right around the 2. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn's Colitis Foundation.org. And now, I'll break down why these words matter and reveal personal stories to show them in action. On iHeart Radio, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcast.
You have an old or unused car taking up space? Turn it into a valuable tax deduction with a simple donation to Cars for Kids. With over 100 towers ready to pick up your car in any condition, Cars for Kids makes donating your vehicle a breeze. No wonder they have a 4.9 rating on Trustpilot. Let Cars for Kids do the work for you. Just fill out a quick form at carsforkids.org, and someone will reach out to arrange for a pickup sometimes as soon as the next day. Think about it as for selling, and hello to quick, convenient pickup with a maximum tax deduction. Donate your car today by calling 877 Cars for Kids or carsforkids.org.
At Jacoby Myers, our 5-star reviews attest to our commitment to excellence and our success in delivering life-changing results for our clients. 50-plus years of experience, $1 billion in settlements, and voted #1 for 4 years in a row. Our team's expertise is unmatched. Call Jacoby Myers. Justice for you since 1972. Hey, there's a better way to fly. You're probably fed up with being stuck in endless lines and packed trains. Try simplifying your travel with Surveyor. As a Surveyor member, you'll save an average of 2 hours on every flight and completely avoid busy airports. You can choose from thousands of aircraft and arrive at smaller airports closer to your home, all while flying on your own schedule. Surveyor.com, the best alternative to commercial air travel. There's a better way to fly. Surveyor.com.
Could you use some extra help meeting basic needs, like putting food on the table or paying the rent, keeping your home warm and the lights on, buying new sheets for growing feet, or help with medical needs? Find out about the Supplemental Security Income Program, SSI, administered by Social Security. It's money you can use to help pay for basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, or medical needs. You can receive monthly SSI payments if your income and financial resources are low, and you're 65 or older, or an adult or child with a disability, or who is blind. Call 1-800-772-1213, or go to ssa.gov 1213, or go to ssa.gov/SSI to learn more about SSI and start the application process today. That's ssa.gov/SSI. This message produced by Social Security and U.S. Taxpayer Expense.
I'm Attorney Darren Capanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-COPS, reminding you to exercise your right to just shut up. It doesn't make you look guilty, it makes you look smart. 1-800-NO-COPS, because no one looks good in handcuffs unless you're into that sort of thing. 1-800-NO-COPS.
Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it that complicated?
No, it's not. It makes no sense at all. They obviously have a price.
Whoa, you sound like Gorilla. Who are you?
Mike Diamond, the smell big fellow.
Will you tell me how much to unclog my drain?
$99.
But you haven't seen it.
No need to. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen sink or a mainline sewer stopper. The Smell Good Plumbers at Mike Diamond will unclog almost any drain for $99.
Almost.
Yeah, there are a few exceptions, but you can read all
website before you call. Just go to thesmellgoodplumber.com.
Wow, you're like up front and everything. I just told a guy named Bubba who wouldn't tell me anything.
No Bubba's here, man. Just professional plumbers who show up on time, smell good, and unclog drains for $99. Call us 1-800-446-MIKE. Contact your license number 39917. On the free iHeartRadio app, you never pay to hear what you love, and you never wait to hear what you want. Save your money, save your time, and listen anywhere. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Portions of the following program will be recorded. And now, a few words from your dog.
Join me and my team of Wake Up Call Wigglers at Brookside Park in Pasadena Sunday, April 2nd for Pasadena Humane's Wiggle Waggle Walk to raise funds to help them care for the hundreds of animals they take in each year. To donate or join our team and walk with us, go to KFIAM640.com/wiggle.
We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Some of the stories that we're following: Huntington Beach Mayor Tony Strickland and 2 other city council members have blocked the people of the city's massive housing plan for the rest of the 2020s. And detectives are offering $20,000 reward for information leading to those responsible for the murder of Richard Allen Jefferson Sr., the father of NBA champion Richard Jefferson and Compton resident. And let's get back to following the money, some of these economic issues which may directly or indirectly impact you. We have been talking about the failing banks and also the tie into cryptocurrencies, how this unsecured, non-FDIC insured currency has been problematic at best. And it's something that I have talked about at length. It's something that I really never seriously dabbled in because the whole idea of an unsecured, uninsured currency is something we went through in 2008. And when the economic seems more unstable or it seems like it is retreating, then we are more inclined to hold on to our disposable income. But along those lines, there's a story which is broken recently that Lindsay Lohan, Jake Paul, and rapper Lil Yachty are among 8 celebrities whose exchange commission for allegedly illegally touting cryptocurrencies and violating laws. And this was announced today. Other celebrities who have also been charged and implicated: rapper Soulja Boy, singer Neo, Akon, and adult film star Kendra Lust. The commission hit these celebrities with charges since they allegedly did not disclose that they were paid for their endorsements of Tronics, which is TRX, and Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies created by entrepreneur Justin Sun. And this comes down to, you may not know this, but here at KFI, we go through training as far as endorsements and those types of things, product endorsements every single year. It's a serious deal. And it may be something as simple as if you're doing something on social media, you have to indicate and disclose to the public that you're actually doing an ad. Because it's different when you're listening to a commercial break. You understand you're listening to an advertisement. But if you post on social media, right? Oh, I'm using this new makeup. It's wonderful. It's Revlon. I just love it. I wear it every single day. When you put it there, you're supposed to disclose that it's an ad. You may see from time to time, like on an Instagram post, hashtag ad, hashtag sponsor, hashtag paid endorsement.
And if you don't, you're supposed to see it.
You're supposed to. Very good. Yeah. And there are a lot of celebrities who do not, because I guess it takes away from the seeming organic nature of a post and the realness. Yeah, the realness. And so, but many do not. And this is an example of some of the consequences which can happen if you do not in your endorsements. And this is what the SEC shared when crypto asset securities are offered and sold without proper disclosure. As alleged, Sun and his companies not only targeted watch trading on an unregistered trading platform to create the misleading appearance of active trading in TRX. Sun further induced investors
tie in, and that also ties back into my overall discomfort with cryptocurrency, it being uninsured. And, maybe it will be insured in 10, 15 years, but it's not now.
Would you like me to share my story about cryptocurrency? I bought Dogecoin right before Elon Musk was going to make an announcement about it.
I'm so sorry.
Well, and a friend of mine is like, "Oh, buy Dogecoin because I made like $10,000." I go, "Okay." So I bought it. I think it was like 65 cents a share, and just looking at it now, it's 0.04. So less than 7.5 cents a share.
Yeah, I bought $50 of Dogecoin, and I think it was somewhere around 65 cents a share. I can't remember. And
Oh, so you bought about the same time I did.
around the same time, and it went over the next 3 months. It went down to like 20 cents. I said, okay, let me just cut my losses and get out of here.
Oh, now it's down to 7. You should have stayed in.
But it's just one of those things where I come from a traditional stock market trading background where there's set times in which you can trade, and there's set factors that you can kind of foresee, market factors which can indicate where something was going to go. And those going was up there every 5 seconds. Yeah, I go to sleep and they wake up, it's like, what the hell? No.
All for fun, like for Filipino is like 5'8". Yeah, there you go. Like 5'8", still below average, you know.
Yeah, and it was like 110. And so there were people who bought it then, and then it spiked right before Elon Musk made that appointment or that announcement. And that's where I bought it, right about where the spike was. That's where smart people sold where the spike was and made a couple $100,000.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was at the very
He may
top,
not
but
even
it
be that
was
tall. I don't know. Crack me up your ass. My ass too. That's the thing, like, people look at height and they're like, oh, it's a little bump. Like, yeah, there's plenty of little motherfuckers you want to fuck with, though.
Got a bit of actually good news. He's indicated on some level. Explain what he means. Just a moment. This is later with most of it. KFI 40 for life everywhere. I'll figure it out.
It's speed, man. Like, when you watch a lot of these, like I don't watch too much boxing, but I watch MMA. And some of these guys, dude, even like the flyweights at 125 pounds, I'm like, dude, I would not want to fuck with any of those motherfuckers. Like, they may weigh in at 125. They're coming in at like probably 140 pounds at fight night, but it's like, dude, that is not a motherfucker to fuck with, bro, because they're too fast. They're too fast.
Man says the high winds were in.
But yeah, it's funny though.
The wind started
But yeah, man, that's awesome. Y'all had a good time, man. I wish I could fucking get it. I wish I could have fucking gone out there, man. That shit would have been crazy in there.
Hell yeah. Fire department says one person was injured and went to a hospital. The National Weather Service has confirmed the winds were in fact a
Don't give me any
A
alcohol,
tax
but
man in Orange County pleaded guilty to turning in nearly 400 phony income tax returns that inflated his claim
you know what's
refunds
crazy though is
without their
last
knowledge.
night. So last night my cousin was texting me because
He admitted to
last
preparing
night was the
hundreds of
John
false
Wick
federal
premiere.
and state returns for clients for the tax years
Yeah, so you know my
2015 through
cousin
18.
involved, he's one of the stuntmen. And he was one of the ones that got a Rolex from Keanu after when they were in France when they finished up filming and stuff. So yeah, so last night was the premiere and shit. And so she was sending me pictures and stuff like that. I texted her. I was like, well, did he wear his Rolex? And she was like, well, fuck, of course he did. So yeah, she sent me some pictures last night. So last night was the John Wick premiere out in LA and stuff. And the movie comes out Friday. So for any of you fans, John Wick 4 is coming out Friday. For sure. Thanks for letting us know, man. I don't even know.
The union representing LAPD officers says it has filed a complaint against Chief Moore for misconduct and negligence.
People say more F's out there. Thousands of photos of officers and employees photoshopped the LAPD by coalition. The coalition created a website last week which publicly exposes that information. The union says some of those photos include undercover officers. In March, the coalition had filed a public records lawsuit to obtain the information. The union's complaint says releasing all that information without redaction puts the officers and their families in extreme peril and jeopardy. The head of the LA Police Commission said he too was disturbed by the release of information.
how many artists are in Twitter spaces. You can just close your eyes and you do it.
Two faculty members have been shot by a student at a high
I
school in
close my eyes
Denver.
and
Police chief
I
Ron
can just hear
Thomas says the boy, who is searched daily at the school, never had a gun on him before.
especially when somebody's behind you, like,
during that
hey,
search,
DOJ,
which
or
took
something,
place
like talking
away
shit.
from other students, away from other school staff. They just
Full service is calling me like full service.
Officials say the boy was searched daily because of some behavioral issues. The Denver Police Department says the two co-workers shot were taken to the hospital, one in critical condition.
You want to just say we had your eyes
The
closed,
shooter's car has been found
guess it
abandoned
right, by the
in a
way,
mountain
that
town
is
about
full
50 miles
service.
west of Denver.
Yeah,
A news
man.
report says a lot of drug shortages were exacerbated by the pandemic. ABC's Andy Fields says drug shortages jumped nearly 30% between 2021 and 22.
Great people, great events, man.
There's also been a short
Can't
supply
wait
of
to
15 critical drugs
celebrate
for more
more,
than a decade.
maybe end of the NYC or maybe next year when we really got a lot of funds saved up and maybe we can do our own thing,
Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee says a 5-year record was set last year with 295 active drug shortages. It says nearly 80% of facilities that make active pharmaceuticals are located outside the U.S. These people were extremely lucky. A group of friends that spent 10 hours on a lifeboat while sailing to French Polynesia have been rescued. The friends were sailing in the Pacific when a 44-foot-long whale ran into their boat, causing it to sink earlier this month.
there is a lot. It's just like the place that we went to get stuck was there, but there's a lot of other
Pacific
projects
Whale
out there.
Foundation Stephanie Sachs says the group of friends had all the safety
It's just
equipment they
we
needed on
focus
board
more on the
and were
party,
able to call
party
for
stuff, like,
help.
you
Friends gathered
feel
supplies
that
after they heard the whale
like
crash
the
into
regular
the boat,
people that perform
scrambled
for
into
us,
the lifeboat.
that supports
Another
us,
sailboat
we
eventually
show up
came to
support
their
back.
rescue.
That's what we, that's what
Southland
we're
weather from
doing,
KFI with a slight
and I
chance
was
of showers,
invited,
becoming partly cloudy in the afternoon, highs in the low 60s.
I'm just trying to
East
see
of Metro Well
if
and
I'm
New
really gonna make it,
about
because
60 for the valley,
I'm just waiting for
mid-50s for the Inland Empire, 40s and 50s in the Antelope Valley. Sunny Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the highs in the 50s and mid-60s. We've got a chance of rain again Tuesday and Wednesday. It's 51 in Yorba Linda, 54 Irvine, 54 in Carson, 54 in Huntington Beach. Got a crash in Sherman Oaks from 101.
Heading north down the 405 and blocking the right lane as well as being connected to the 405 southbound, so you're seeing delays from Van Nuys Boulevard. Downtown LA, Winston, southbound at Olympic, south there, still blocking the two right lanes for the drive
Okay.
from 3rd Street. And to do this on the 210 westbound, at the Rochester Center, right before Pennsylvania Avenue, really a crash there. It's moved out of lanes all
It's
the
a ball
time,
in
open, so it looks like it's trying to get the cover there. KFI on the side, let's get you there faster. I'm Pedro Moreno. I'm Mike Coach, the better of Nevada's neighbors here, and I love Nevada. I told you about how your nose is the body's hair filter. Good Nevada's power supply will help flush out allergens,
I actually know
viruses,
KB
mucus,
from
and germs.
Crypto
And
Pool
then
Society,
Nevada
so like I know her from
But what do
before
other
she even
people
got
say
in
about Nevada?
to
Like parents,
fucking
quote,
DJ2s.
my
And
doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for
we
my
used to
allergies,
chat
but
a
I've
lot
never
and
been able to
stuff, and
successfully
because her
use
dad
any
was
pump.
getting
Nevada
sick, and
uses
her
suction
dad ended
power,
up
so it's
passing away and stuff like
they're
that.
nice
But
when I'll have
she's a
particularly
really cool
bothersome
chick, man.
allergies.
She's
I'll
pretty
bust it
influential
out,
in
and
the
the
space,
results
and
are immediate.
she's an awesome person,
It's a
man. So
lifesaver.
yeah, if you do see KB,
He's one
tell
of
her
over
P-Dub said what's up.
100,000 online
Alright,
reviews
for sure,
praising
man.
Nevada. The all-natural
Also,
solution
I met
trusted by over
Robert.
3
Robert is
million
another cool
people
dude,
to help
man.
you breathe
From
better,
Regent
sleep
Jones,
deeper, snore less, and stay healthier
Robert Leo.
without drugs.
Dougie.
Nevada is
Yeah,
available
he's
at
cool as fuck
Walmart,
too, man.
CVS,
Yeah, I
Walgreens,
mean,
Target,
so
Rite Aid,
yeah,
and
Robert, his
Nevada
son is the
NA
founder.
is a unique, clean
Oh,
nose,
okay.
healthy life.
Yeah, his son is like a founder there too. So yeah, Robert and David are like one.
Shop for
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, I thought Man is just a cross-pollinated project that's part of the Vegan Tunes. And I thought they were just there for that. But they're actually the one that hosted it. And it was so crazy, man. Yeah, besides that, yeah, it was a good turnout, man.
Attorney
Yeah,
Joe
Palmer,
Cordell.
Vegan
Divorce
Tunes,
Force is a father that focuses
David
on
Taylor,
what's most
Bucky
important.
J.
His children. You may no
Yeah,
longer be a husband,
5'6",
but you'll
crayons,
always be a dad. In the divorce
we call
process,
it,
this comes down to 3 key
yeah, man,
concerns:
they
physical
was there,
custody,
man. And
decision
I met a
making,
couple
as well as
Red
financial
Mafia
support. each of these is important. It's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues.
I bought a fat red mafia after a few Long Island iced tea.
San Diego, California,
I was so drunk, I bought a fat red mafia now.
For emergency backup power, there's only one thing you need to know: Duffy Power at DuffyPower.com.
Okay, what did I had 270 degrees?
More stimulating.
They probably put something else. That's why they're not as drunk as me. The Hollywood boundaries, people. Yeah, I don't do that shit. I just like stick with the weed, man. Stick with the weed. Yeah. You ain't sticking with the weed, son. You got drunk as fuck. Talk about sticking with the weed. You probably need to stick with the weed. I hate you. That's what I said. I need to stick with the weed. Shut up, man.
And one of the big stories that we've been following is
I need to stick with the weed too. I gotta stay away from alcohol. It's funny.
local man,
The alcohol,
labor
man.
issues. Now, I have some inside information on share with you. We vetted this information, so you can say confidently,
So yeah, but if tonight you're on the tonight, yeah,
what's going on the inside.
please ROTHSCHILD no more long. So yeah, but if tonight you're on the tonight, yeah,
What's going on the inside.
please ROTHSCHILD no more Long Island.
And FBI Local 99 have been negotiating the better part of this meeting specifically at City Hall East. How about that for specific? So there's ongoing negotiation right now between two sides. I can't speak to whether they're making any headway, but they are talking. I can't say whether this is a result of the but they're talking. We were speculating earlier whether they would be talking or whether the mayor would be able to bring both sides to the table.
I love it when people say YOLO, and it's like YOLO, it's like, yeah, you only die once too, motherfucker, you know, remember that shit.
Public remarks that he wants to negotiate.
Let's YOLO, YOLO, it's like, yeah, you only die once too, motherfucker, so, you know, make good decisions. I made plenty of bad
Both
ones.
sides have been at the table. We'll see the DOD thing by tomorrow. DOD thing by tomorrow.
They also did come out with a statement this evening and have
Oh,
confirmed
yeah,
that everybody will be
otherwise I
back
wouldn't be in here
on Friday.
talking so
The
much
3-day
shit.
strike is going to stay a 3-day strike.
Okay, well, that's positive.
Yeah.
That's definitely positive. I don't know, I haven't seen the statement, but I don't know if that's a result of some things they heard today, which were encouraging that they're maybe moving toward some sort of agreement.
They did not announce any kind of agreement, but the statement does say the strike will conclude Thursday after a rally. They're going to do a rally today, tomorrow at LA State Historic Park. And with the weather going to be better, like you had said earlier, probably thousands of more turn out. But SEIU Local 99 school workers plan to return to schools on Friday, March 24th.
Well, that's good. See what, how do you want to look at it?
Bachelor's office says they will continue to work privately with all parties to reach an agreement to reopen the schools and guarantee fair treatment for all LA workers.
So there you go. KFI is keeping you in the know, so that's why you keep it right here, because we will stay on the story, we will have the latest information, and it's going to be vetted and verified, but not just if you say something that we heard on the tipper, say, no, we're going to make sure that we can corroborate the information and then give it to you in as complete a manner as possible. Something else we've been following this for a long period of time now, Alex Baldwin, and the allegations against him, the charges against him, and you may remember, I said it with Bill Handel when he was questioned about it, and I said it here on Radio No Telly. When he was charged, I thought that the charges against him with the gun enhancement, it was too much. I thought it was almost impossible to actually prove that. And in my mind, I wonder whether they would have tried to charge a random non-celebrity person those charges. And when you overcharge someone, you make it more likely for someone to be acquitted. And if you're looking for justice just because your husband died and Alec Baldwin was holding the gun, it doesn't mean that necessarily he was criminally liable for what happened. I think the intent is going to be very difficult to prove, and I wonder whether there weren't other considerations being made in just charging him because he was Alec Baldwin. Well, it's come out now that the ex-special prosecutor who helped charge Alec Baldwin had emailed her boss that the high-profile Rust case
could help her election chances. That's really disappointing, but I'm not surprised. Andrea Reed, former district attorney and Republican lawmaker who won a seat in the New Mexico House of Representatives last November, was brought on as a special prosecutor in the Rush case back in June of 2022 while he was running for office. Now, New Mexico Carmack Alfrey appointed Reed to the case, and Reed emailed the DA that she did not plan to tell the press about her involvement. But it reads like this, quote, at some point, though, Reed said in a June 9th email, this is according to the New York Times, quote, I'd at least like to get out there that I am assisting you, as it might help my campaign, LOL. Carmack also replied to Reed saying, quote, I am intending to either introduce you or send it in a press release when we get the investigation. Exclamation point, close quote. The DA and Reed wound up bringing charges of involuntary manslaughter against Alec Baldwin and the armorer, Ana Gutierrez, in relation to the shooting of Ilya Hutchins back in October 2021.
Hey,
Reed
cool.
has since stepped down from her role as special prosecutor last week after Alec Baldwin's team argued that her appointment was unconstitutional. That whole case has just fallen apart in recent weeks. Say what you want about Alec Baldwin, say what you want about the case,
Well,
but
so far,
it feels like this prosecution team is just in overkill. I believe you actually called it and said that the only reason that you bring charges to this nature is because of what it could do for New Mexico, the threat that's going to go down there, the infamy it will bring to this case. Whoever it is, at the time we weren't even clear, whoever it is that is making these charges is just trying to get their name out there. Well, here's my thing. If you have the evidence, I always say file the charges and do what you think is best for the sake of justice. But we as lay citizenry, we kind of knew what all evidence was out there. It wasn't like there was going to be some literal secret spoken gun, which just was introduced later. All the evidence was pretty much out there. And to charge involuntary manslaughter was really a stretch because you have to prove some level of intent or gross negligence or in a way that directly led to her death. I didn't see how that was going to be provable, so you're almost setting it up where Alec Baldwin is going to be acquitted. Not exonerated, but acquitted. And so ended up just making it much easier for Alec Baldwin to get off. And if you are about the business of justice, trying to get justice for Hutchins, that was the wrong way to go about it. It's Radio with Motel. KFI AM 240, we're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app, and also KFI 24-hour newsroom.
Mayor Trandaz is stepping into the talks between LA school district officials and SEIU Local 999 that represents 30,000 surface workers in the district to start talking, and they have been talking. Schools have been closed for 2 days because of the strike. And workers with supportive teachers are expected to be on the picket line again tomorrow. The LA City Council approved a motion that will let more homeless vets get into housing built as a result of 2016 bond measure HHH. A lot of veterans have been disqualified from the housing, even though they were homeless, because their VA benefits exceed income restrictions. Lindsay Lohan is one of 8 celebrities who've been charged with violating investor protection laws. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission claims she, Soulja Boy, Akon, and others promoted cryptocurrency without disclosing they were being paid to do it. That's against the law. Showers possible tomorrow morning, then a mix of sun and clouds for the afternoon with highs in 50s to low 60s. Sunny skies for Friday. They're crashing downtown LA on the one side.
That's downtown LA. Walking the 2 right lanes for your team. Traffic stacked up. Once you get to about 6th Street, Compton 91 westbound head off from Wilmington Avenue. And some good news, the Sherman Oaks number 101 northbound at the 405. Earlier crash there has been moved out of the right lane, so please go on as debris is going to pick up out of lane. Remember to cover your vehicle loads with tarps to keep trash from flying out. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster on Pedro Moreno. This report is sponsored by Caltrans and Clean CA. There is no place in their lives for litter. So let's come together and create a litter-free California. Join them at cleanca.com. Let's do it together.
brought to you by Caltrans. What used to be the secret cabal of the most powerful folks in the United States told you, hey, let's start a coup. Back in the 1930s, a man named Smedley Butler was called that stood between the U.S. and fascism. I'm Ben Bowler. I'm Alex Stone.
And I'm Smedley Butler. Join us for this sordid tale of
Get
ambition,
yourself
treason, and what
a
happens
just
when evil tycoons have too much power.
Listen to Let's Start a Coup on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you find your favorite shows. The experts at Amco have been fixing cars for almost 60 years. Over that time, they've gotten more complex than ever. That's why our techs undergo rigorous training and certifications, so they can fix anything, including the most complicated repairs that come with some of the latest technologies. After 60 years, there's nothing we haven't seen or fixed. It's how we know cars inside and out. Chevrolet and Kia. Check engine light on? We'll check it for free.
You lost your cat up the street?
Yeah, way up there. I'm scared to come down.
Hang on, I'll get him for you.
Be careful, mister.
Thanks, kid. Here you go. Dad called us to clean out your shower drain.
Why?
They were up a tree too.
Well,
Your drain was really clogged, backing up, and we have to stop that nasty stuff from invading your bathroom.
so you're a hero?
Try to be every day. We're rooter heroes.
Wow.
We just serve to live in a safe, clean house. Go on.
Thanks for asking, George.
It's what a hero does.
If you have a clogged drain, call ViralRabbi coming in air. Go online at riverheroes.com. Why would a plumber just tell me what it costs to unclog my drain over the phone? Is it complicated?
No, it's not. It makes
I signed someone's yearbook and got in trouble for it because I wrote like
You said I go away.
your mom